Well, welcome everyone. Welcome to D6 Stories. We're so glad you're joining us this evening, and I hope you will continue joining us. We do have a growing fan base, including a cat. I was told that we have a fan that's watching this, and the cat shows up and sits around and watches. We have video proof. Maybe we'll be able to find a way to...
Only when you're talking, though.
Oh, only when I'm talking. Apparently my voice is pleasurable to cats. Maybe pleasurable is the wrong word to say right there. Well, enticing.
Yes, and your beard is too.
Oh, there you go. So we want to say, do we know the cat's name?
I forgot.
Okay.
Never mind.
Well, we'll try to figure out the cat's name, and we'll do a shout-out next time. But we are playing in Rochester, Minnesota, at a store called D6 Games, and so they're hosting us in this way, and that's why our Twitch name is D6 Games. But I'm Jeff, I'm our DM, and we are in week 6 of we're going through the Storm King's Thunder, and I'm going to let everyone kind of go through and do a quick who you are and who you're playing, starting in the middle this time.
Oh.
And we'll go clockwise, so why don't we start with you?
Alright, I'm Rachel. I play Zatari, the Tiefling Bard.
All right.
I play Sark, the half-orc cleric, and my name is Mike.
And he's Mike, yep.
I'm Colin, and I play Yana, the Halfling Monk.
And I'm Dave, and I play Taman, the identifies as human cleric.
Okay, Taman, the human cleric, awesome. Identifies as human cleric, I should say.
Yes, he identifies as cleric.
Okay. Our sound guy over here, the guy who's taking care of us and the technical side of things.
Hi, I am Key. I play the Eric Cochran druid.
Okay. And your name is?
My name is
This is Mark. I mean, I know your name, but yeah.
I'm Luann. I play Adri. She is an Eladrin elf wizard who is currently in the winter season.
Because she also currently is still recovering from a really bad condition called death.
Yes.
And just got back from that recently. So, yeah, she's a bit cold right now.
Apparently, it's not a terminal condition.
Not a terminal condition. Well, you just gotta have the right elf friends around. All right, and last but not least.
Alright, I'm Daniel. I'm playing Hidden Scratch, the Tabaxi rogue.
Awesome. Everyone roll a d20.
Oh god, that sounds great.
All right.
9.
Okay.
15.
8.
17.
9.
Okay.
Are we adding anything to it?
Nope.
2, and then he has 18.
So yours is 2?
Yeah.
Okay, that means Luann gets to give us a review of what happened last week. We're going to see how well Luann was paying attention.
We made it to the caves looking for the villagers, and the footprints led into the cave that we're currently in. We walked in and there was giant things. Orcs? No. Yeah? Ogres.
There you go. We found some ogres. Yep.
Ogres and goblins, and we took them out. I think a couple goblins might have ran away though. Then we went. There's a lot of different caverns, so we picked one and we encountered a black pudding, and it's gone.
But ouch.
Yeah.
Black pudding and and ouch. And ouch. And only one person's weapon was hurt momentarily. We do have a forge cleric on duty, so it's just a sword. Before a sword would be like, oh, but it's my sword. Now it's it's just a sword.
All me.
You can get one of those out pretty quick. Awesome. So yes, can you tell everyone, remember why you are, I should say, in this cave right now?
The town, Nightstone.
There you go.
We all met there, or outside of there, and it seems to have been kind of destroyed by
Giants.
lots of giants
Yep, we
and
announced
falling
giants.
rocks, and the townspeople fled, and there's women, children, innocent people that are in the caves who don't know how to defend themselves. So we're there to bring them back.
So you're there to bring back the women, the children, and the men who aren't fit for battle. Okay. So yeah, last we left off, you guys were catching your breath after facing this black tar that's alive. that burns things when it's touched. It hurts and corrodes, and our halfling just got brand new shoes too.
Yeah.
And now one of them's ruined.
Now one of them's ruined. Man, tough luck.
Thank you, oil spills.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to let you guys take it from here. What do you guys want to do next?
I think we'd come to a consensus that we would like to take a short rest.
Okay, you want to take a moment to pause
Yes.
and
during
recover a little bit here.
during this short rest, I would love to play a Song of Rest on my lute
Fantastic.
to give everyone an extra D6 if they're spending any hit dice.
And Sark would.
Hang on, let's talk about how we're doing this.
Yes,
Don't start rolling dice yet.
Right. And while this is going on, actually Sark's gonna come up to Giannis and it's like, where? That short sword you got's a little banged up though. I got something I can use, I suppose, to fix it if you're, assuming you have to go, if you're able to like supply the coinage for like a sword. I mean, it's like a ritual. I could just, if you want, I could just use that and basically make you a new one.
I am broke.
Broke.
I open my coin purse and show you. Look.
I take a look. If she's off, I'll look.
She's practiced. That's it.
And
How much does she need?
well, enough for basically the cost of a short sword, which
Less than half of that.
is how much? Forgive me.
10 gold.
For 10 gold.
I have less than half of that.
Yeah, I think it's.
Short swords are
Otherwise,
fairly cheap, I think.
Yeah, we'll check.
Great swords are 25, and I know they're less than a great sword.
I'm sorry for not being prepared in this regard, but
Sorry for not being prepared. What do you mean? Oh, you mean?
yeah, for not
I
having
thought
my
Sark
PHP
was, I
on
thought
hand.
Sark was saying that. I'm like, how
Oh,
more
me.
prepared could you be, man? You
If-
can fix something without the need of.
You say you have half of that?
Less.
How much less than half of that?
A little less.
10 gold pieces of the short sword. I'm gonna say,
I
I'm
could-
just gonna make a ruling here.
Okay.
If you have the ability to use up resources to just make a brand new item,
It
right?
says as long as you're able. It says specifically as long as you. It has some sort of metal in it.
Yeah.
And you have basically the gold equivalent in order to be able to.
yeah.
I can basically
So-
make a.
I
'Cause I
have
can
this
come up-
broken short sword
I can
that
come
still
up
has
with
metal.
like 7 gold if you have 3.
Well, what I'm gonna say is,
Otherwise, I
think
could spot some of the difference too.
I'd be happy just saying like, so you have his sword, and it's a little etched up.
Yep.
Right? It's become a bit dull.
But like it's
Otherwise,
still
could
metal,
you
so-
could you say that would mending be able to fix that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I
Yeah.
don't know about mending.
I mean, for breaking.
One square inch at a time, yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, let's look. I'm just saying, like, instead of a cost of 10,
Yep.
like, the
If all
cost
you're
it would
looking
take
to do is to
repair
fix it,
Yep.
Yeah.
mending
Basically,
You
or
have to have
or
at least
basically
10 gold worth of
improve it.
material
and
to
the
make.
prestidigitation between the two of them, you should be able to clean it up and fix it.
Yeah, I don't. Let me look at mending.
Did you break the sword?
No, it was
He stabbed the
it was etched by the.
Oh,
the black foot.
acid etched?
He got
Yeah.
acided.
I think you should be able to fix that without actually spending gold.
I would say mending should be able to fix that. Were it my
It's a single break or tear.
Yeah, it's a single.
Is the problem, right? A broken key,
Yep.
a broken chain
All right.
link. But what I'm saying is, I mean, how much do you think it costs to fix a short sword in this condition?
Well, I'll just say, well, if you would allow it, then I would. I would be able
just a
to
few
like.
gold, right?
if you
If it's a few
include-
gold, I could just like take a few gold coins out of my pouch and.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
Yeah,
I was getting to.
If you
That-
can include this, the sword that you
Yeah,
already
and
have
that's what you can do.
in
Yeah.
the cost
Yeah.
of that.
Tell you what.
Yeah.
Tell you what. Oh, I'll go with this, and he's just gonna go over to the corner and he's gonna use his channel divinity to with 3 gold coins and the sword, and
During the short rest, he's going to conduct a ritual.
So for an hour, that's what you're going to do?
Yes.
Fantastic. What are the rest of you going to do?
Does he
And
need
where are
like
you
a
going to be? I want to know the details of the short rest.
No, it just says
Should we back out to the
You will. I
mouth
will
of that tunnel?
always ask
think-
for the details on your short rest. Whether something could happen or something won't happen.
I think we should back out to the main cavern.
Yeah.
So like
Probably up near the entrance, actually just outside that entrance, because that little choke point there provides a good, basically a nice defensive position.
Can I move that?
And then I will, since I'm already at full hit points, I will keep watch, and I have. And one of the things that I will do is I will take my little lit coin and I will sit it out kind of in the middle. So basically out at the end of what my dark vision range is. And then that will give us another 60 feet beyond that. So I should be able to see if critters are sneaking out of some of the other.
Okay, so wait, hang on. These are 5 foot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna like put it right here.
Sure.
Okay.
So that it.
Well, I mean, if you
up.
put it like right,
Well, yeah. Let's
like right there.
there, and that way it should light up the other 3, 4,
Light up the whole
whatever
room,
they are.
pretty much.
Sure. All right.
We'll be able to see pretty much anything as it's coming towards us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything that comes out of any of those tunnels.
Yep. All right.
I'll be sitting with my back against the wall meditating.
Okay. What are you gonna do during the rest?
I'm gonna be kind of looking like I'm meditating. In reality, I'm pondering different animals and trying to kind of learn how to manipulate my body to become them.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm gonna curl up in a ball and take a nap.
You got yeah. Okay. Sure. I think just again for the sake of like if you're gonna be rolling hit dice, you gotta actively mend your stuff. Okay, right? I mean, you're spending your hour mending yourself. So the nap is great, but in these cases, that's what we're going to rule this as, because you can only do so much during a short rest, right? And so you got to make some specific choices. This is what I'm going to be doing, and so that's. I don't mean to interrupt the cat nap. I know cats need that. So
I mean,
40-minute cat nap.
depends on
20
how you
minutes
like
working on your
rule, hit points. Because taking damage isn't necessarily actually being injured. It can just be like a loss of stamina.
sure, but some of you definitely need to fix some injuries. So so that's how I'm ruling it.
I
yeah.
was cut up a bit.
What did you take damage from?
The slime hit me once. I know that.
I think you got hit by
The
shot.
acid. was
Well,
doing.
you were also.
And then the orc's axe hit me.
Yeah, I was going to say you were damaged coming into the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why we didn't take a long rest before coming here. Like, we just got done with an orc raid. One of us died. I think we could have
literally
waited a little
died.
bit before
No.
coming here.
No, we couldn't.
Yeah.
well, those Zeds sure did want us out of the
Thank you,
town.
Panda
So.
Assassin, for raiding us with a party of 12. We appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Oh, Panda Assassin! Hey, thanks so much,
Panda.
dude.
That's awesome.
One of my buddies on Twitch. Thanks, Panda Assassin.
Nice. Welcome to the stream, folks. Welcome. These guys are trying to figure out what to do with the short rest. Okay, so that is how I'm ruling it.
Okay.
Like if you take damage, you get hit with something, you need to take your hour to like bandage up. Resting is a part of that. But
So then I have a question.
yeah,
I didn't actually take any damage,
sure,
but mine is still left over from when I died. So would mine just be a mental?
sure,
Okay.
sure.
Can we roll our hit dice?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna take some of the time to patch up my wounds and
Okay.
then spend whatever time I have left just meditating.
Okay,
I'm keeping watch.
you're keeping watch because you haven't taken any damage.
I haven't taken any damage.
So, Mike, this is where this kind of plays in on you. So you like have to make the choice to fix his weapon or
I will.
patch yourself
I
up.
will focus on working on the short sword.
okay. All right. All right, you see why I brought that up, though? In this particular instance, right? That's kind of what we got to do. So, all right. So you may roll hit dice if you need to roll hit dice.
Remember, if you're rolling hit dice, you get the extra d6.
You get an extra d6 because
All right.
a wonderful song is being played about what? What's the song about?
Resting.
It's a wonderful, elvish, tune. It's, I don't know what it is.
Made
Singing,
popular?
you playing?
I'm playing my lute.
You're playing. Okay, so there doesn't need to be any words. You're just you're just plinking.
Definitely elvish.
Awesome,
English
fantastic.
tune made popular by Hootie and the Blowfish.
Exactly.
Okay.
We'll be humming along.
All right. Well,
I join in with my pan flute.
during so you're keeping watch.
Are you keeping your hand?
particularly, right?
Still like
Yep.
patching, clapping with one hand.
During your rest, well, I guess we'll see something real quick here.
You know what?
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 15.
All right, so you see a goblin head stick out over. You kind of
I'm gonna turn that off.
over in this area.
Yeah.
They're walking along, and here, I'll move this back. Okay, you see a goblin kind of stick out, and then see you, and then like immediately the head disappears as quickly as it came.
Okay, I do know that one retreated into that little alcove during our earlier skirmish,
Well, actually,
I believe.
it wasn't that one.
It was not that way.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't that one.
Oh, so...
You don't remember that Taman one. It was that one.
Okay.
It was another side. Yeah. So head picks up, and then real quickly, as soon as it kind of locks eyes where you guys are at, it goes away.
I will ready my crossbow in case another head peeks out.
Sure. It's just like so while you guys are resting and whatever, he kind of like keeping his eyes. Do any of you respond to this in any way?
Not really.
I'm too busy working on that short sword yet.
He's just licking the wound. I mean, that's what a cat does, I guess. Okay.
I'd
I'm just
probably
gonna
notice it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna walk up to him and just kind of tap him on the shoulder. What's up?
Oh, a goblin poked his head out and he saw me and he ducked back in real quick. I just want to make sure that, if any more of them pop up, they understand that we're to be left alone.
Pretty sure I could do some damage with this loot.
No. Okay. But outside of that, the hour passes pretty quietly. Some might say eerily quietly. Drip, 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 drip.
Clang, clang, clang.
Clang, clang, drip, 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 drip. All right, so your hour passes. That's all. That's the most exciting thing that happens.
Okay. So
All right.
we've cleared out one passageway.
Did we? There wasn't still a further down though, right?
There was.
True, although I'm thinking that since the black pudding or the oily creature that was there was probably preventing anything else from going any further, so there probably isn't. At least the townspeople are not down that way.
Or it could have just been there for people who were stupid enough to poke their fingers into that weird piece in the middle.
I think if
To
we
be
had
fair-
left it alone, it
be
would have left us alone.
To be fair, it wasn't a finger, it was a rusted blade that was already laying on the ground.
I know. Thankfully, it was the rusted blade and not someone turning into a mouse and jumping in.
Man,
That would have been tragic. if it truly-
I'm glad I held my poker face because on the inside I was like, yes, please.
That mouse would have died so fast.
Well, yeah, it would have died with one hit point, and then suddenly there would be an Air Crocus
In the middle of
inside
the
of the thing filled with a.
Filled with a black ooze.
and it would have been painful.
All right.
I'd say let's get the children to safety.
We don't know where the children are.
Yeah.
The children and the townspeople, and then go explore that part of the cavern.
Alright,
We
so
do know that there are more goblins.
there's at least 5 other paths we could take, it looks like.
Leave no stone unturned.
So-
Quite a few options here.
I do know that in that one right there, yes, that's correct.
Yep, first one.
That one stuck its head out, saw me, and stuck its head back in. So there are some goblins in there. That could mean that that's where they're holding the townsfolk. Or, who knows?
Definitely worth checking out eventually.
But I think it's worth checking that one out. And I do know that one retreated into that one at some point during our little skirmish.
Way back over to this cavern here.
And we did follow the goblin I saw retreat over here.
Yes.
Yes.
But we did not see him,
You did not. You
which
did
leads
not
me to believe
see
that he went
Goblins
further
farther
in.
down. Indeed.
I see what you're saying.
Past the ooze,
Or
yeah.
he died.
What's that?
Or he died.
Or he died. That's
Could
true.
have.
I think
But-
we would
It would take a while
seen
for
something.
Goblin to get
Completely dissolved.
dissolved by the ooze.
Ooze, yeah. So the ooze
You don't
name's
know,
on the
goblins
map.
are small.
They are small.
Oozes
So
are
are you.
pretty
But
big.
did you just tell the DM he doesn't know? What an odd thing to say.
Says the person
I
who
would
the DM needs to
don't
write an
go the
additional
way of
letter
the
to know their
goblins.
name.
I mean, you're just assuming that the goblins have captured the humans. What if the humans are avoiding them or have held up some kind of resistance?
Well, this is true, but we did see all of the townsfolk's footprints leading into this cave, so we know they're in here somewhere.
Is their footprints maybe telling us which tunnel they would be down?
Is the ground here malleable enough that we would see prints?
If someone walked through the mud that you're seeing,
Yes.
maybe, but most of it's like wet cave floor. So
Okay.
it's not gonna.
So there is some mud, though.
There is specifically. You notice that there's brown here and brown over there.
Should I bother rolling survival?
Well, where are you gonna look?
The mud.
What do you want to? Where are you going? Where are you looking? What do
Well,
you
we've pretty much got the whole area
yeah.
at least dimly lit, if not brightly lit. It's
Yeah.
brightly lit in the center, and that extends 60 feet.
And we can always move the coin.
So I could probably check each of those various entrances to see if I see
Sure.
Something other than goblin footprints.
with a 19,
Okay. So
and I am proficient in survival.
okay. So you're kind of going. You tell me how you're going to these entrances.
I will go counterclockwise. We've already been to.
So we'll go this way.
Counterclockwise.
The
That's
other way.
sorry. Yep. Okay, so you
Yes.
go this way first, and you start
Yes,
looking,
we've
right?
already been there, so I'm going to ignore that one. Let's go to the next
Okay,
one.
so you want to go counterclockwise, you start looking. Okay, so as you you're
I'm gonna be next to him in case something decides to jump at him.
okay.
I'll be further into
So,
the middle of
like
Are
it.
you
I
guys
said, I'm
joining,
going to-
moving together as a group again?
Yes,
I'm assuming.
that is always.
All right.
Like I said, I will ignore that one and go to number
You
2.
go to number 2. Okay. This one you definitely see. There's footprints
Human size.
going in and out. Well, goblins have pretty big feet. No, they don't. Never mind. Sorry. In my mind, goblins have big feet, but according to the picture I'm looking at right now, no, it's really a lot of. You see some. It seems like the ogres kind of came in and out of here every once in a while. They didn't seem to.
Okay.
And then, but at the same time, there's quite a bit of traffic in and out of this one.
Okay.
From the ogres and goblins. You're not seeing anything.
Okay.
I mean, there could be,
All right. We know there's we've
but
established
it's pretty fairly well trafficked.
pretty well trod.
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's go to number 3.
So you go to the next one.
Go to 12
and,
o'clock there.
There's nothing there.
So nothing.
Nothing. There's really.
So it doesn't look like there's much that's gone through 12 o'clock. All right, let's
Yeah.
head over to 10 o'clock.
Okay. So you go over that way.
Yep.
As we
there's-
do, I'm actually gonna make my way up to Yana finally and say, "Well, I gotta say, I actually did a pretty good job of this, and I'll hand you a short sword. On top of what it looks like before, looks as good as new, and with the gold coin, he did manage to strike in, like where the hilt and the pommel kind of meet. There's some gold inlay that's been kind of like some gold leaf that's been kind of brushed along there, as well as along the sides of the blade, kind of towards the tip of the short sword. So,
Marvelous. I toss you a copper. for your problems.
Gold.
My pleasure.
You look, another light maker.
I stole that light
all copper
maker.
coins do this now.
Right. That's right, you did. That's right, you did. Okay. So over this area, they're really
It's okay. I
the
think they
mud.
stole that copper too.
You can tell that the footprints that go through the mud here
Yeah.
do go back and forth between here, right?
Okay.
By the time you get there, you don't really see much.
But it's a good bet that
Yeah.
those two caverns in particular are
Yeah.
definitely, definitely used.
Those are more highly trafficked. You go to this one,
Yeah.
right? And yeah, so you kind of work your way through that one, and that one, there's not much. There's.
Okay.
Hang on, well, let me double check here. Yeah. There's not
Not a lot.
not
there.
really a lot. It's pretty. Yeah.
And then of course at 7:00.
Yeah, that one has mud. Just because there's a big thing of mud close by.
Yeah, and
And,
there's and I know there's at least one guy
Bunch,
that's
yep.
been in there.
Yeah, goblin footprints over there. There's quite a bit over there as well. So.
All right. So we have to everybody. Okay, so what we've seen is we've definitely killed something in there. There is kind of a path that goes in between these two, which kind of indicates that this one is well trodden. Certainly, we don't see much right in there, but there's not much mud around it. But certainly, a lot back and forth in between. This one, it looks like nothing's been in there recently.
That's the one with the ogres.
Going
in and out
that
of
one.
that
The ogres were going in and out of this one. A lot of other foot traffic go this way. We do know that some guys have gone. At least one has poked his head back in there, was looking out. Didn't see much to indicate that there was a lot of traffic through there. So,
I am intrigued by the ones that have less traffic. That means that there's something down there preventing the goblins and ogres from going further.
And-
So they have stopped
Oh,
trying.
in fact, okay, sorry, my bad. Yep. One more thing.
One more thing.
Yep. Oh, I didn't pull out my. There you are. All right. So, as you guys, because you guys are carrying around a bright coin, you can kind of see in as you're getting closer to these areas. This kind of goes in for a ways, right?
okay.
And I will say, as you came close to that one, as you came close to this, you hear. Well, it's kind of something's echoing in there. It's just a noise. It's not. It's kind of like a white noise, if you will, but
Okay.
this kind of banks off to the side.
All right.
But you do. That's a little bit too far. This kind of banks off to the side, but then you see just a blackness appear. Okay, so
Okay.
so you kind of like there's an edge right here.
All right.
So there's a darkness that just you kind of lose. You kind of so it kind of curves around and then this just disappears into the darkness and you can see the wall on the other side.
Okay.
Okay, and this one, when you come closer to it, it also banks really hard that way. This one you can actually see down a ways, and you can tell it kind of opens up into a cavern. There's kind of a natural column in there, and you hear running water in there. So yeah.
I would go for the one with running water because they're going to need something to drink. Especially since they left town in a hurry, they're not going to have a lot of food and water.
I'm most intrigued by the ones with the least traffic.
That is one of the ones with the least traffic.
Yeah, so I'd say the
But
water
if
one.
there's no traffic,
Sure.
they wouldn't have gone down there.
Yes, we want
You
one
would
that
have seen their
has
footprints.
much
That's
traffic.
But there's
well,
not
I wouldn't
much mud
necessarily
there.
have seen footprints. There's not a lot of mud around here, so I can't really tell. But there was certainly traffic in some of the other ones.
I don't know. I have a good feeling about this one here.
That I mean, it's likely to kill us.
Why do you have a good feeling about that one?
I don't know. Just my gut tells me so.
It's gonna be
This
likely
from
to
the
kill
guy who went into the house with the runes that
us. Said don't enter.
foretold his death if he were to enter.
And I lived.
But for
Barely.
how long?
Well,
So,
I don't
Still
think.
here.
I
No.
got some wine out of it.
Did they say that he was going to die immediately, or just that he was going to suffer once he died?
Skinning the cat.
Many ways, yes. Let's keep going.
We all die eventually. Yeah.
Some of us just died, yes.
Yes.
I like, the one with the white noise. There's a lot of traffic going in there. I want to check that one out. So, number 2.
So we have a vote for that one, and we have a vote for that one, and then we have a vote for that one.
Yeah.
So you've given 3 options.
Not narrowing it down very much, are we?
I think some of the other members should probably. We've heard plenty from those 2.
What
I vote
say
the one
you,
with the
sir?
water.
He just kind of holds up and scratches the side of his temple. Just, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's just
want
gonna.
the one with the water.
And so I picked 7.
I don't know. Something about that way kind of looks weird, but
This one?
I'll go.
Nice. Okay. So now
I don't know, I
all
mean-
4 of the 5. Okay.
I'll go wherever you guys go. It's just like I'm just curious about that.
Well, we're going to
Did you
hit
vote
them
for the
all
water?
eventually.
Or did you
Oh,
vote
I
for the
hope
water?
not.
I voted water.
Yep.
So it's 2 votes for the one with the water over here.
Do it and you're cool. Do it and you're cool.
A democracy? None of the boats I've ever owned have a democracy system.
Now, the other thing, the other advantage about the one where we hear the water flowing, we will be able to sneak in there easier because there's water flowing that will mask our approach.
So it's over half the party says we're going to the water. We're going
Well, I
to the
will
water.
say it's pretty. I mean, it's like there's dripping all around you. You hear trickle, not dripple, so much. That's what
we
I
don't
mean.
hear rushing water.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it's not really masking.
But we do hear.
Because there was water in this cavern, too.
That was
we're in.
water, right? Yeah, it was just kind of a pool of some dirty water.
And we hear white noise coming out of the other one.
It is. There is something you just can't seem to get
Which
a
will also
handle
mask.
on it.
All right.
All I ask is please don't make this the second halfling monk that's been afraid of water that I've played.
Okay.
I'm already.
Well, don't go jumping into a pool filled with ghouls.
All right. So let's talk initiative order here.
Initiative
Not
order,
initiative
what?
order.
want
Marching
to-
order.
Initiative, I choose to go first.
Okay.
I think Sark would
Who's
be towards
front?
the front.
I will be in the very front since I'm the least damaged.
Yeah, you can be in the very front.
There's
I'll be
only
right
enough room for one of you to take the very front.
He can be in the very front. I'll be right behind him.
Okay.
I shall lead.
Well, as a
from
halfling,
the
she
rear.
can share space.
Okay.
That's true.
I can go.
So you both could technically be first.
Yeah.
I will.
Carry me.
As captain, I decide
behind
that we
her.
will now go down this path here.
Okay.
I'm strategically placing myself directly in the middle.
Rogue in
I was
the
like-
back, please.
Well, no.
Okay, I
You're in
am
the
not.
front. You don't know where they're at.
I am not carrying the coin. So if someone else wants to carry the
I
coin, they
can
can.
carry the coin.
Okay, there it is. That was an awesome shot. Okay.
Banks into his dice tray.
Bounce
Awesome
into the
shot.
dice tray.
Kind of freaked me out for a second. I was like, where did this come from?
I registered the click, and then I was like, oh, there's a dice.
was like-
There's a dice.
All
Oh.
right. So, okay. So you guys move forward. You can't really move forward quietly.
It's like there's someone in
No,
chains
with all
over
that
here.
it's
chainmail in the
it's
front.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to hide yourself.
Chain and scale.
All right. So.
Heavy armor.
Yeah, so you step into this cavern here, and it actually pretty quickly banks off, and okay, it banks off to the. Have we settled what north is yet? Nope. Now we are. Here's north, straight up. Okay.
Okay.
So, water is flowing in from this and disappearing into a hole over here. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna again use you, and then everyone's just gonna, I'm just gonna use you to move to say where you're going, right?
Okay, I'm heading up that corridor to my right.
Okay. This is open enough for a medium-sized creature to actually move through.
How deep is the water?
It's about ankle deep.
Okay.
For me,
The cat is not gonna like
Ankle
that.
I'm just saying, it's you're gonna have to duck, and it's gonna be a bit of a squeeze for anyone with broad shoulders.
Yes.
But it is passable.
Oh, that's definitely me.
Very well.
Okay.
Scratch, you take the one with the water, and the rest of us.
Give you a glare.
Okay. Okay. So you want to head keep you all keep going this way.
Yes.
Okay. No one. Okay. So just interrupt me if you want anything to happen. Okay. If you want to stop, do anything,
I mean,
just whatever you want.
I'll just keep moving forward.
Okay, so everyone just keeps moving forward. All right, so you come up here, and it kind of banks around this way into this cavern. Now, so when you get to here, okay, you can tell it kind of goes off, but then it looks like you kind of have just the slightest view that this is opening up into something bigger over here. And again, just the way the sound kind of moves, you're kind of, the dripping kind of echoes a little bit, right? And here, just do that. And so you can kind of tell, but what actually draws your attention is that right here, it actually looks like there's a thing, but there's like this boulder blocking an entrance here. Okay?
Oh, interesting.
Okay? So you can tell something's coming up here. Yeah,
Okay,
the boulder right there.
so at this point, I will hold up my hand to everybody and say, "Okay." And let's try to stealth forward at this point.
Alright.
Up to that boulder.
Okay.
Alright.
Everyone give me a stealth roll.
Disadvantage.
20.
Well, there's the natural one.
Okay.
Oh, good.
My piss.
Oh
boy!
Two crit fails.
For everybody that's tuning in, we have a running game
Well,
going on where if we
it's-
roll the natural one, our pants fall out.
Yes. Well, now that wasn't necessarily for
perception.
stealth. That was for
Perception.
perception. This was stealth.
Or at the DM's
So
discretion.
I would
That
imagine.
sounds like
I would imagine what happens. I start to move forward, and then I stop, and we run into each other.
Here, let me take this one. What else did everyone else get though?
13.
Hey, because you could balance it out with 2 natural 20s.
No.
No.
Oh, did that not happen?
Well-
Okay, so here's what happened.
Now, see, I'm assuming that because we are in
I'm
the
gone.
front, we are in front, and we wear the heavier stuff, that we are rolling at disadvantage.
You are supposed to roll at disadvantage
Yes,
anytime
which
you
is
have
what I
armor.
did. I rolled
Yeah.
a 19 on one and a 1 on the other.
Fantastic.
Hey,
Mine was
together
only a
that's
7
a
on
20.
1.
Now, just for the record, it is a group thing. So group majority is actually what happens, right?
Okay.
Unless 2 of you roll natural ones.
That is
Yeah.
Yep.
a third of us.
The rest of the totals,
So what'd you roll?
13.
13.
13.
Oh, geez.
23
24.
24. All right.
I have you beat.
by one. Yeah. What's your dex? What's your plus to that stuff?
7.
All right.
That's a plus
So,
4. So guess who rolled better?
hey, listen. Your pants don't have to fall down, but you seem okay with it. Since you're in the back,
No, I'm up front.
No, he's,
No, they're both up front.
Yeah, we're both up front.
you're behind him.
Yes.
Is what I
yeah,
meant.
with the halfling in between
With
us.
Oh gosh.
I'm right down there.
Oh my gosh, you feel something poking you.
Oh no!
a kid's stream, remember? We gotta be kid friendly here.
Yeah, it's just his belly.
It's his belt. It's his belt buckle.
Yeah, it's the buckle
Yeah. Okay,
for.
so
That's the buckle.
I just turn and walk away.
did something happen to her? Okay. So pants fall down, trip, deck save. We just gonna see if you can get sandwiched between these 2 big
Avoid
fellas.
the belt buckle.
Avoid the belt buckle.
Dex save.
Yeah.
19.
19. All right. So you hear him trip. you're able to move out of the way. But yeah, you slam into him, and armor on armor, there's quite a sound.
I turn and walk away.
I'm not the only one. It's quick failed their stealth.
All right.
How does it?
How do you guys respond to such a moment?
Turn and walk away.
Do you really?
No.
Okay.
Scratch makes a mental note to buy them suspenders the next chance he gets.
Dang it, Daniel.
Well,
Will you please buy a belt?
Oh.
How do you have a belt buckle within a
Tell
belt?
you what. When you buy,
Did it? Wait.
when that happens, when that transaction happens, you get an inspiration.
buy it first.
Okay, you gotta buy it first. But the moment you buy it, the inspiration comes with it, buddy. All right.
I'd like to point out that he has a belt buckle but no belt.
Apparently.
Yes, I'm sure we've all had a very nice trip. I thought we were moving quietly.
There's the pond.
There it was. Always count on Rachel to bring it.
Well, at this point, I think we can forget about sneaking up on anything.
So,
We're gonna catch
You
us with
don't
our pants down.
say.
They are gonna catch you.
So-
They're catching you with your pants down.
I'll just saunter up to the boulder.
All right. So
Have we pulled all our pants
so
back up?
okay. Yep. So you saunter up the boulder and you take a look to your right,
Yes.
and it's just kind of a big empty cavern.
Okay, so does the boulder looks like it pushes in or rolls out?
Let's see here. The way that it looks.
It's definitely magical. It's about to turn into a giant rock and kill us all.
Yeah, so a large round rock fills the low 4 foot diameter tunnel. It fits fairly snugly, but you get the feeling you could push it.
All right.
Hey,
So push it
druids
in.
can turn into spiders, right?
sure.
All right.
There we go.
Me and the half orc will try pushing it in.
Whoa,
Okay.
wait one moment.
Yes.
Hold on. My scratch senses are tingling. Let me check this first.
Are you sure it's not just a little bit of static electricity?
I mean, that could be, but
Shocking.
feel around the boulder. I'm gonna look for any kind of like levers, see if it's like trapped.
Sure.
There's-
Give it up. Give it up, man. Give me an investigation.
Ooh, what is this?
Well,
Do I see you just using your whiskers trying to find stuff?
While he's searching, what?
can I start casting detect magic as a ritual? I probably won't finish, but I want
Sure. Yeah, you can start.
10.
10. All right.
If it's super obvious, then I see it.
All right. So you kind of start looking around, feeling around or whatever, and
Just a question.
yeah.
What would it be to do the same thing he's doing from a distance, but just really hardcore judging him? Would it be just a perception check?
You want to judge him?
Yes, I want to look for the same things from a distance, so it looks like I'm just looking at him judging how poorly he's doing
You
this.
can roll it with disadvantage if you're not going to be next to it.
Investigation?
Yes. So you're like off to the side.
I
Like,
see nothing. It's great. I'm just
kind of
judging
doing
him.
this, like,
Just judging that he's doing a very poor job
As
investigating.
you're doing a worse job investigating.
Because I'm from at a distance, yes.
Well, hang on then. So then I need a perception roll because I'm not just going to let you judge him for no good reason. You have to have adequate reason because based on your investigation, his investigation is doing better. So we're going to see perception or insight to see if you actually know if he's doing well or not. Does that make sense?
You want an
Doesn't matter,
insight?
If you want to judge him, you have to earn it.
Be a 15.
Unless he's being stupid.
15 to judge him.
Okay. 15 to judge. All
Are
right.
you happy?
I'm trying to think of what a DC would be to insight on how well a professional is actually doing his job or not, based on the fact that you can't really tell any better.
You've achieved
I'm gonna
judgment.
say
I just don't believe he's good at anything he tries.
that's what you get to believe. Whether he's doing well or not, you don't actually know, but you're just choosing to believe that. Deal?
Deal.
Okay. again, you guys are always picking on poor Hidden Scratch. That I feel the need to like come to his aid a little bit, you know.
I'm gonna go over and start helping Scratch because it looks like he's having a bit of a difficult time.
No, I don't
Again,
need any
Insight
help.
check. You have to insight that.
See, you don't know
Okay,
that
yeah,
he rolled
can
a
I
10.
insight?
You don't
Can I
know that he
insight?
rolled a 10.
I got this.
I'm just gonna let him go. We're spending a lot of time
Yeah.
scrutinizing
You,
this one
you
moment.
can push the boulder now. It is safe.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
So hang on though.
It's 10.
You did find something though. So I mean, if you want them to fall into the trap, that's cool.
I'm assuming a 10 did not see anything. Okay.
These are goblins, man.
Okay.
they're gonna trap stuff.
If they trap, they're pretty stupid.
Okay. So what did I see?
Their ability to trap isn't really. Yeah. So there is kind of a mechanical thing going on here that once you move it, it's going to. Something on the other side is going to give, and it's going to drop, and then, yeah, something's going to happen.
Like from above or something?
You know, the problem is because it's all kind of on the other side. All you really see is the triggering point. So,
Can you disarm it?
Okay, it hasn't said anything yet about
No,
it.
he hasn't.
so yeah, so that's what you see. You're like, if they move that, that's going to fall, and that's probably going to trigger something, but. You know, like if you're like a lock or whatever, you're kind of like, oh, okay, I see that that's moving on to something else, and oh, okay, that's probably going to shoot something at us or whatever.
Does he visibly like stop and start scrutinizing it a little?
I'm going to just leave it up to him.
No, I'm gonna say, oh, I see a trigger of some sort.
Yep.
Oh.
So, I mean, based on that, you know, the fact that you're in a cave is like, so you're like, well, some's probably going to fall. Right? It's going to trigger something that's going to pull something. So either something's going to fall from above us, or something's going to fall out from under us.
I don't know. Ceiling, floor. Is there anything?
You give me another investigation.
Can you?
Another one?
Do you think you can hold that trigger in place while we push the boulder?
Even worse. Can someone do something? Bless? I don't know.
No. Okay, that's
late now.
metagaming at its finest right there. You have an 8. That's what you have.
I don't know. It probably wouldn't help too much.
You could hold it
Okay.
while they push.
Because it's meant to be pressed down. If I'm pressing down on it.
No. Like it's this. Okay, so there's like this
It's
little.
currently being pressed.
There's like this little thing up on the side,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And like if they move the boulder, it's gonna fall.
Oh,
Right?
so if I hold it up there.
So so if you like grab it and just like keep it in that spot, you could totally do that.
Okay, I'll do that then. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I will hold these.
So you guys can start pushing.
Strength or
Yeah,
athletics?
give me a strength.
Strength. Okay, I'm good with strength.
Oh wait.
It's
Hang on.
tilted.
Both of you pick up your dice. Hang on.
I suggest
Again,
anyone who is
because
not.
of the space issues that we have here, only one of you is going to be able to try this.
Well, okay.
You're not shoulder. There's not
You
enough room for
push, and I'll
shoulder.
push on the back of him.
Again, you guys are like going through goblin tunnels, right?
Right.
So like as you're going through here, he's going to be using the leverage of the wall to push. This is a 4-foot tall entrance,
Right.
He towers above this. There's no behind him. You guys are walking single file through
Yep.
these tunnels.
Okay, so
fine.
Yeah.
I'll.
May
Go
I
to-
suggest anyone
Am
who is
And I will
not.
give him some
And
guidance.
he's like
Okay.
on the side of the wall, like holding this thing, and he's like, "Ugh." Yeah.
And I'm
So
small
And I
enough
will
to
help
get in there
hold
to
the
help
cat
him.
in place.
Am I small enough to get in there
Okay.
to help him?
May I suggest anyone who is not pushing it step a little ways back?
Yeah, I'm not coming any closer.
Nope.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
all right, you start to roll this thing, okay, and you hold it up, and sure enough, it's this really crude trap. So you start pushing it back, pushing. It makes this grinding sound. Of course, it's not like you guys are trying to hide it anymore.
Yeah.
This grinding noise starts going, right? And as you're holding this trap thing, right, you recognize that this thing, once it cuts loose, it swings and it pulls. Again, you're not quite sure where it goes to. But as you start grinding, you start hearing the sounds behind you. And you hear, anyone speak Goblin? No. Yeah, I think I've asked.
I don't think anybody does.
No.
Okay.
Celestial
should-
count?
As
We should probably
the
readjust.
celestial count
Who's
as
where.
goblin. Let me look that up.
Who's
with
where?
the GM guy.
There.
No.
I'm closer up front now
You
too.
guys are up front.
Yeah, you. Okay, so here's how I
So we hear
You
a goblin.
are here.
Roll initiative.
to hold on to this thing.
Okay.
Right? He is here. Here, and the rest of you are kind of like right here.
Right about there. Yeah. Hang on.
Okay. And yeah, isn't that nice? You're right in front. Sorry. So you hear sounds coming up behind you, and you hear the cheering and chattering, and then in common you hear a voice being like, "Hey, that's mine! Get your mitts away from my stuff!" And we're going to have a quick moment. There, you see a bunch. You see some goblinoids running your way. They looks like they have some pets with them, rats, and weapons are drawn, and they are. Yeah, shoot, I forgot to ask. Do you have rats or anything like that?
Yes.
Giant rats.
We got some rats.
Okay.
Scratch has taken nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they come busting out of here. They were just going to try to ambush you over here, guys. But the moment you started messing with their treasure, no bueno, man. That is not cool. One of them is kind of standing back. This one is a little bit. This guy is a little bit bigger. Can you guys see all right? Okay.
Like hobgoblin bigger?
No, he's just a little bit bigger of a goblin than the rest, and he's the one yelling out, "Stay away from my stuff!" If you have 7 of them, that would be really great.
7 no bueno.
We
But
have other animals.
we do
7
have.
giant rats.
There's a rat.
It's over here, right in front.
There's a beetle.
Rats.
Yeah, we can use other animals. There's
I have a swarm of rats.
That'll work.
the toad.
This looks like one hairy situation.
Yep, I've got a giant toad.
That is a giant toad.
Trying to think if I have it. I really don't know.
That is a giant toad.
Or maybe it's just a miniature froghemoth.
We've got what the heck is that?
That's an emperor.
I just
or
need
well,
3 more. We can use the kobolds for these guys. Okay.
And kobolds.
yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
use
just
the same thing.
we'll use a couple kobolds. And that should be enough.
Oh, here, I have one of those. I've never found a use for those.
Which is that?
Oh, that's actually one of the things that you guys faced.
Oh yeah, that was like the dretch or no. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is.
What? Oh, you mean
The demon.
That demon thing. That's what
Smaller
that
than
guy
I
is,
thought
isn't
it
it?
would be.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he looks like.
Yeah.
Do you have enough? Or I've got
1, 2,
missing
3, 4,
one.
5. Yeah, we need one more. Again, I can just use.
Okay, I've got a. Where was
Oh,
it?
there's the other giant frog.
Here's the other giant frog.
All right. So the animal-ish
Those giant
things.
frogs are giant.
Our giant rats.
Okay, these are all a bunch of rats, right? So I'm gonna have us move. So he yells freeze. What's your response? No one's getting any kind of surprise attack here, but
I'll.
I'm gonna give you a chance to respond, but with not attacks. Like you're gonna tell me what you're thinking, what you're gonna do. If you're back here, all you hear, you can't see. No, you can. Again, from your angle, you might be able to see, if you have enough dark vision, a little bit of brownness in the side, kind of like filling up the vision in the back, but it's hard to tell what it is because you guys are just crammed into this little spot.
But we can hear that.
Oh yeah, you hear it all, but
It sounds like what we've heard before.
Yeah,
Group of
yeah.
goblins.
Voice is a little bit lower. What are you doing? Yeah.
Sorry.
You were just getting to the place where you can start seeing inside.
So the voice was coming from where the giant rats are.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of leading in front. They're all kind of.
I would have
following.
stopped it. If it
Oh,
was like,
this is yours. I'm terribly sorry.
You're like holding this thing, like.
Well,
Hi.
is there enough room for me to go around these two?
No.
Yeah. You can totally get past it now because Mike is kind of, I should say, Sark has kind of pushed in that way, and he's kind of hugging the wall. So you might be able to push, like.
Yep.
You guys are gonna get really intimate for just a moment.
Then I would probably go past the two of them and start heading towards the.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say you get next to him, and they're like, "Leave now!"
Okay.
Give you a chance to respond verbally for a second, or else.
I'm gonna sigh, give an eye roll, and be like, never do learn, do they?
Okay.
Yeah, move.
Space is moving, so I'll move you guys forward.
I will have you know that you
And I will
face.
just say, surrender or die.
Okay. And what do you say?
Have you know that you face the magnificent Captain Hidden Scratch. Surrender now, and I will let you live.
They haven't heard of you.
Big surprise.
I'm Missy Eagle,
That was also a -1. Alright.
Is your amulet switched around again?
I didn't even wear it today.
Good.
Didn't even wear the dang thing. Okay.
How wide is the hallway?
Huh?
How
Barely.
wide is the hallway?
You have to suck in those wings about as close as they can get. It's like 4 foot. I mean, you guys are squeezing through. Yeah. Okay, so you both have basically said that, so let's roll for initiative because they're not going to go without a fight.
Hey, I still have your dice, and I don't know why.
I think that was his, actually.
No, this is yours.
Oh, that was mine. Okay. Because you have That's right.
So you had a nat 20 and he had a nat 1.
I
Throw it
see
back.
it. It's on the ground. It's there.
Fantastic.
I had a wonderful
I just love it
initiative
when
roll.
my dice roll.
Mine wasn't much
roll.
better.
Oh. All right. Who's got higher than 20?
42.
Okay. Where are you? Yana? 22, what'd you get? Good grief,
21.
Mike. That's amazing.
21?
Yeah.
21? Okay. Anyone get 15 tonight to 20?
16.
Okay. Okay. Who got 10 to 15?
10.
Okay.
I also have a 10.
Okay. Between the two of you, I'm guessing Hidden Scratch has a little bit more.
Probably.
Okay. Zatari, what'd you have?
4 with a nat 1.
2.
All right.
Some of us got some.
2 total?
Yes.
So you beat him with a nat 1.
Yay.
That's fantastic. If you nat 1, we're just going to put you at the bottom no matter what.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Makes sense. I'm in the back.
Yeah, you are in the back. So, all right. All right. I will say you can kind of, man.
No, you
You
can't.
guys are gonna, I don't know. Like, you might be able to get within like, you can kind of like see through arms and heads and stuff, you know. So that's about.
Can I hold my action for the path to clear?
Sure. What's your action?
I am going to shapeshift
Okay.
into a brown bear and charge up.
Okay.
Multi-attack on them.
Are you
alright.
into 5th?
Could you move first, then?
Until after I clear the. So yeah, once the space clears, I'm gonna charge forward, shapeshift, and then attack.
Okay. Okay. I think that works. I think that works. I think that works. Trying to see if that means that you move down in initiative, or if it's you get to keep your initiative order, because you're basically saving everything.
The whole turn, yeah.
You're
he'd
saving
move.
your movement. You're
Would you
saving
prefer me to do something?
That's your call. You can do that, but you might move down in initiative order.
That's fine. If I have to move down initiative, that's fine.
So
I'm kind of useless right now at the moment.
okay, so we'll
Do
kind
I have
of
any ranged attack?
put you down, and you'll just kind of move.
What is that, about 40 feet away?
But can you see them now?
Yeah. Again, he can see him like as he's like ducking in between and kind of looking down, and he's got that bird neck that does things that human necks can't. You know.
Am I counting that around 40 feet?
That is. Let's see. You could basically be in the same space as the halfling.
Alright.
So that'd be 1. That'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30, 35.
Okay, yeah, I can't reach anything here. It's 5 feet out. So yeah, I'll just
Put them in their actual spaces.
I'll
Okay.
just slow my initiative to a point
Okay.
where I can actually move.
Okay, Yana, you can duck through legs.
I was gonna say, duck me through some legs and get me towards the front of the goblins.
How far can you go?
35 feet.
So he was here.
Yeah, then
So I
She
was
was
there.
15, 20, 25.
30. Takes 30. You want to be right in the middle of it all?
You're gonna charge right up to that goblin boss and say, "Lost your chance." What are you gonna do?
A little to the side.
Sword to the throat.
Yeah, sword and then kick.
The big guy?
Yeah.
The big goblin boss? Okay.
A halfling of little will.
22 to hit.
Oh yeah, yeah. That
Yeah.
hits.
Keep rolling ones for damage. What is
Oh.
this? 6 total damage. is
6
that?
total damage. Okay.
And then I'll kick
Good
him
hit. It's a good hit.
with a. That's also gonna hit with a non-natural 20.
Okay.
There we go. That's a 9.
9. So
For
6 and 9.
Yes.
All right.
Nice.
And I just. Tell me sucks.
Okay. You tell him he sucks. I mean, you're looking him in the eyes because you're both teeny tinies, and
Unfortunately, that does no psychic
so
damage.
9 and 6. Yeah, you
Leave the insults
You do
to
some
her.
good damage to him.
Can they move 5 feet
Actually-
closer?
Actually, so you stab at him, and he's like, ah, and then you go to kick him, and then he grabs the goblin next to him and shoves him in front of him.
Oh, these guys. I think.
Okay, well, actually, I was gonna ask if I could flurry.
And then he dies. So you're like, "Kah!" And he's like, "Ah!"
Which
And-
which
and
one's dead?
the,
that one?
No, this one. That one.
Well, I was gonna ask if I could flurry, which I meant to do beforehand, so I still
That's fine.
want to do that.
Yeah,
so
you can still use a
So
key
you do
point.
one more.
Yep.
yeah, which is gonna be a 23.
Okay. He
For-
can only use that reaction once.
For
so
7 damage.
7 damage. All right. So
Nice.
So the first one was 6, 7, last one was 7. All right. So yeah, I mean, you definitely have laid some hurt down on him.
Nice.
Okay.
That was easy.
And now you're all alone.
Oh no! Whatever
On the
shall I
enemy's
do?
turn.
Bad guys.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
their turn.
Oh, it's their turn. Yeah.
You should have ran away.
So as the halfling rushes past me, I'm like, wait up, Judd.
Well, he killed one of the goblins. She killed one of the goblins.
And
Really
played
And
some
she put some
serious hurt
serious hurt
onto the big guy.
on this big guy. And
He's gonna repay that.
he's gonna try. I mean, they're still
In kind.
still just
Goblins.
goblins. So he is, so he's going to, with his scimitar, with a scream with some sort of syllables and sounds that go with it that none of you can recognize. It's 18 plus 4 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'm going to get, that's only 2 plus 2 slashing damage, so that's 4. He quickly follows it up with a second swipe because the boss does have
2.
double, and that's a 16 plus 4.
Yeah.
And that time he's going to do 6 more slashing damage, so he kind of ha-ha! And then he disengages and goes backwards.
Back down the hall here.
Yep.
Into nothingness.
He's like,
Can he
Leading
do the
from the
disengage as a bonus?
Yes.
Yep.
Goblins
Goblins
get that as a
have
racial.
Disengage or hide action as a bonus action.
They're half rogues without being rogues.
Yep, they are little rogues.
They are half rogues.
And okay, and then the ratties. There's a rat right next to you, which
Giant frog number 1.
the giant frog number 1.
Gotta kill the giant frog first.
Giant frog. Giant frog.
It's a rat frog.
How many
Frog.
goblins are left
Rag.
in that pile?
Just a rag.
2?
They're the Goss.
The goss.
The boss?
The boss. Goblin boss. The goss.
I'm glad we're just getting
Are we
straight to the
doing this now? Are we just combining words together?
You both did it, so might as well.
It's contagious.
All right, so the giant rat.
I swear that wasn't on purpose.
Yeah, so
victim
it
of
seems to be very confident in itself because it has friends nearby.
Oh, packed
Actually, this one doesn't have you. Actually aren't actually engaged with someone who's a friendly next to it
Okay, cool.
right now.
right now.
Yay.
So I rolled a 12 plus. Hey, my rolling is way different than last week, guys.
That's not good for us.
Is that good or bad?
12 plus 4 to hit, so
No.
16. Okay, so you're quite nimble, and you're able to dodge out of the way of that first rat's
Is this rat
attack.
bigger than the halfling?
It is a giant rat,
dumb rat.
but it is a small beast. So
It's my size.
Yep.
Alright, this one's gonna run up and...
Now it
Actually,
gets
you know what? These guys look interested in the other meat. So,
Why?
The other way.
I'm
meat.
right here.
yeah.
Rat's going after a cat. Who would have suspected?
Yeah.
The irony.
4
Tom
plus
and
4
Terry?
is not able to do it.
Nope.
This one is gonna scramble in next to you.
Pack attack.
Is that an opportunity attack? Does he get a reaction on it?
Huh?
Did that one run by her?
Did it run
Yeah.
by the halfling?
No, it kept out of the way.
Okay.
It had room to move out of the way. Gosh, dang it. With advantage, I rolled a 10 plus 4. 14?
That is my AC, yeah.
That is your AC? Okay. So it is going to...
I need studded leather. No.
Y'all. It's just a D4.
Looks
It's a little bit of a
around.
nibble. It's a 3.
3.
3 on a piercing. Damage, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm less than half again now.
No, the rest. None of the rest of them can actually get to you. So they're all going to do things here. So this one's gonna run around here,
Good luck.
and
Yum.
yup. Yeah, again, you might be able to handle this. You got a decent AC. Not if I roll 19s though.
No, not as much.
Okay. And I rolled the exact same when it fell on the ground. Okay, so that's 2 plus 2, I think, and so that's 4 on the piercing. This one runs forward and does the same thing, and 14 plus 4 is 18.
Yeah.
Okay. Pack tactics, man. Another 4 piercing damage.
I need to get more people.
This
up.
one runs up here.
So bad.
And that's only 11 plus 4.
No.
So that's 15. So that one you're able to dodge out of the way of.
Probably
This
the highest
guy
AC
is
of us
coming
all.
here. And he is going to roll. Hey, that's a high of 9.
Whoa.
There you go. So that
Nice.
guy
Actually,
misses.
I mean, I still got my.
Oh yeah, because
I got my
plus one.
plus 1 chainmail currently with a shield, so that's.
This guy's going to move in. Oh, in between. And yeah, he'll finish. So he'll go in there.
hope
And
you were
then
happy
he
that
doesn't
got
get
in.
advantage, of course, because he doesn't have the pack tactics thing, but he rolled a 17.
Yeah, ow.
Plus 5.
This is why we don't charge you to learn.
Swish, swash, slash. With the scimitar he goes and
Still-
does 6 damage.
Yeah, ow.
Yeah.
Now-
Still up.
No.
And then he
No.
disengages like a little coward and says, "Boss, I'm coming!"
Wait, you're down?
Yeah.
So those two
she's
disappear.
down.
No, leave them there. Leave them there. They can only go so far.
Yeah, I know, but he was 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, there
He
are
goes
places
down
where
in
you
the
can't
tunnel.
see him.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
you
more
can't
worried
see 'em.
about what's right in front of us. Those rabbits.
All right.
They ducked around the corner.
Need to
'cause
go.
they're-
How tall is the ceiling?
Oh
Very.
gosh, mostly it goes in between. These caverns kind of go up. It's like 4 foot tall in the corridor areas. It kind of goes up and down. Nothing's real straight, and then it gets up to about 10 feet high. The big one was like it was like
So, but
But where we're at right now is,
where you're at right now.
I think we're like ducking to get through these tunnels.
Yeah, you are having to duck a little bit to get. You're in the duck. Yeah, so up there is, about 10, 15 feet high. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Taman.
So, can I push my way past those rats?
Yes.
Rude.
They are gonna. You're okay with them taking reactions against you?
Sure.
Okay.
1, 2,
Rats are gonna start
3,
gnawing on my body.
He's on his
4, 5, 6.
So you want to end up there?
One more.
Okay.
Right in there. Yeah.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 30 would be there. So if those guys are within 30,
Yeah. Let me check the map. again. Let me see what it looks like.
They got a movement of 30 feet, and he was right here. So, assuming that it doesn't like curve around.
Well, I mean, this is kind of what it looks like in there.
Okay.
Can't see him.
Well, I'm not looking for him, but I am radiancing of the dawn.
Okay.
So anything within 30 feet
That's hostile.
has to make a con save.
Sure. Do they have to be able to see you though? I'm gonna double check that.
Well, I saw them earlier.
Yeah, no, but do they have
Let
to?
me
That's what I'm-
let me
Radiance
take
of
a
the dawn
look.
require line of sight.
You can use your
go
banishing
through
darkness
walls?
and as an action, you present your holy and magical darkness within 30 feet of you is dispelled. Each hostile creature
Yeah,
within
it
30
doesn't
feet
say.
of you must make a con throw.
That's awesome.
Does not
Yeah.
say I have to see him.
Nope. Okay,
So-
cool. Good call.
Con save.
That's
Con save.
Anything hostile? Is there anything
And
you consider
7, 8,
hostile?
9, 10, 11. So 14.
Suddenly they're your best friends and they're not hostile anymore. You're like, we'll work with you.
We'll work.
So 14 if they don't make the save.
The
and
little
7
guy didn't make the save. The big guy.
Well, we don't know if they made the save or not.
Well, it was a 16. What's your?
What's the DC?
Oh, my DC is only
13.
13.
Okay.
Yeah, nailed
So the
it.
big guy does make it. The little guy definitely doesn't.
So
So
it's-
what happens? With
So
radiance?
the little guy, and his face shrivels.
How much damage?
14.
14. Yep.
14 radiant
The
damage.
14
goes
radiant, and the big guy takes 7 radiant.
7 radiant damage.
And then all of the little pets are going to take whatever they're going to
Yeah.
take.
Okay. Yeah, they are. Okay, so here we go. Giant rats. Let's see what they get. They get advantage on these.
What?
I'm kidding. Okay, so we're going to go in a circle because we can. And we're
Right.
going to go counterclockwise because I guess we decided that today.
Yep.
So with that one, a 3, fail. The next one, a 6, fail. The next one, a 7, fail. The next one, a 6, fail.
That's 4.
Another dice.
Hey, that's 20!
She rolled a 19 with that one. The first one you threw at her.
Big frog.
Oh, it doesn't even matter. At half,
Another 19.
Half is 7.
half is 7.
Do they only have 7 hit points?
Whoosh! Oh yeah, I get 2 more, don't I?
Yeah, these
It
two.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
They all
They
just
literally
die.
have 7 hit points. If I wanted to be like, well, 2 of them have 8 points.
Wow.
But that's
the
why
problem
you have
with
the
these
channel.
dice, though.
That's why you use the channel.
So there's a nice
These are nice
flash
dice.
of
I don't know what your
light.
problem is.
Whoa!
By the
They
way,
work for you.
The
one of those that
critters
you threw at
all-
me a nat 20'd.
all
Nice.
collapse, and I yell down that corridor, "You want to think again about that?"
Your mind scratched to never get on your bad side.
I feel like that comment's been made before.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens. You just hear crying.
And then bonus action healing word
Okay.
to Colin.
All right.
D4.
Yana.
For
Plus wisdom.
4.
Hey, that's infinite times better than I had.
Then 0.
Anything times 0 is.
Yeah.
All right. A space has now opened in front of you.
Well,
Guess I'll go forward and see what's going on.
Vroom.
Rush forward. You're like, oh, wait.
smoldering goblin corpses.
By the way, I choose not to shapeshift at this point.
Say what?
I choose not to shapeshift at this point.
Isn't it nice that I ruled that instead, eh?
Aye.
Because if you had held your action, you would have morphed.
Yeah.
As soon as it was open, you're like, which would have been hilarious. But
Well, actually, on second thought, I figured a bear is not a good option here because I'd be stuck in this room.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to transform as you're running out, and then you wouldn't be able to get back out.
That's what I mean. I'd literally be stuck in here.
Yeah. Okay.
Large creature.
Oops, I didn't draw something perfect in here, guys. There's one more thing. There's an opening right there. So,
Okay.
Okay, interesting. They didn't retreat that way. They went this way.
yeah. And
Alright, so he's gonna keep pushing the boulder then. I mean, the arm's
well,
getting tired. here.
there's still someone alive over there. You hear
Apparently.
crying from the other room.
Yeah, no, it's who? My turn now.
Unless Key
Unless
wants to
Key
do
is
anything
too-
else.
Key? Yeah.
That was my 30 feet movement. So actually, I didn't have.
You don't have 30. You got.
I had like 20.
25.
You could actually.
25.
You have 20 or
25.
Yeah, you could actually move one more.
All right, I will take one more step.
Okay.
I'll,
The monk's in pretty
I
rough.
mean, if you
You can
if
move again.
If you dash, you can move your other 25. You can see
That's
where,
an option.
you can see where the crying's coming from.
that's true. Actually, I probably will do that.
So, lying up against the wall,
15, 20.
barely holding on to any semblance of life that he has left, weeping over and trying to take, melted skin. You see a pretty pathetic looking fella sitting there. All right, hidden scratch. What do you do?
Medicine check. Will he make it?
No.
15 plus.
He actually might. He actually might. But it's not going to take much to send him over the edge. So you are holding the thing. I was really hoping I was going to make you have to make a choice of some sort. Like, well, do I drop this and just see what happens? Or it was kind of fun taking you out of combat for just a moment.
Yeah.
Until Radiance, of course.
I love Radiance of the
I
Dawn.
can't-
Until
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Taman
sit
did
here
his
holding it.
wonderful
Pull out a
thing.
dart. Don't kill him.
You say don't kill him?
Don't kill him.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Just going to stay. You're going to hold on to a dart in case you need to chuck it or something, right? Okay.
That's the only weapon I can usually use.
Adri?
Okay, I'm gonna move 25 feet in and just
That's me.
be along
10,
the
15, 20,
wall.
25, around
Okay.
here. Here.
Right
Here.
there. And I don't see anything, and I'm not inclined to go find.
You see a bunch of dead rats. It doesn't smell good in here. I mean, bunch of big dead rats doesn't smell good anyway. Oh wait, you also see the half remain of a person in there. Sorry,
A person
A
or a
person?
goblin?
Or a goblin.
what used to look like a person. I'm sure at one point it used to
Goblin person? Or
Human?
a human,
There's
a female,
human.
dressed in some nice clothing, but kind of torn to shreds.
burned by radiance or.
Well, now, yeah.
Well, no, she wasn't hostile.
Did she die from radiance?
She's singeing a little.
And that wasn't 19 earlier.
She also wasn't a friendly, I can tell you that.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. You medicine check on whether she's gonna make it?
Well, when I got point, I rolled a 19 on medicine check. So who's alive? Why'd they die?
Oh, this poor person was ripped to shreds.
And she's in
That's the
she's
best
in
way
this
to
room or
die.
this room?
This room, I think.
The big room?
No, she's in it with him.
Oh,
The small room.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like little rat teeth shreds.
Yep. If you
got
guys had come in
feelings.
quietly, you would have had to see this in person. But
Oh, okay.
since you took an hour rest and all this,
It's like, but some people.
so.
Hey, to be fair, that short sword did do some work for you before you went down.
It sure did. It sure did.
All right.
Even though
Okay.
you
So
didn't
that's
do
all
damage.
bad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, weakest attack right here.
Sark.
It's safe.
Okay, so how about we'll take you out of initiative. He's obviously not trying to fight.
Yeah,
He's just
keep
kinda-
pushing.
Uh, Keep pushing, Sark.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep.
I'd like to walk into the room though before we finish this. Hey Key, can you tell him he's got a face even a mother couldn't love, please?
What face?
You don't see him though.
I don't see
Okay,
it.
so I'll
I'm
have
just
to roll.
telling you.
Got a face
He
what?
can, she can move
A
in
mother
now.
couldn't even love.
Oh,
Yeah, anyone else can move it. So you keep
Uh,
pushing.
I didn't want to walk all the way in there. I just wanted to call that up to
Okay,
Key.
so you're able to open it up, and you're able to get into a storage room. You see, this is an 8-foot high ceiling.
Okay, I can set it up.
It contains a grass pallet, and there's a battered wooden chest with a rusty lock.
Oh.
And
You're not very good at opening locks either way.
I'll
Shows that you know.
once he pushes it open, I'll go in with him. I'm not
okay,
interested.
so you're
in
just
talking
leaving
to the
Key in
goblin.
there. Okay. What do you do?
I want to go over
You
to
just
the
got-
goblin. I've already pummeled him. I want to see what happened to him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's melted a little bit. Okay. All right, we're gonna take care of the goblin before we do the rest of this. So, you are next to the goblin. What do you do? He's not really responsive. He's just kind of taking pity on himself right now.
I poke him with my sword and I'm like, you good?
Very not good.
He's like, if you're gonna do this, just do this, or let me go. The prisoners are in the bat cave.
Oh.
Or in
I don't even care about them anymore.
Which back cave?
That's not clear.
Tell us where the prisoners were, but have your way.
Okay.
Do we know?
We don't know what the Batcave is.
Which
They
back cave?
told us the back cave.
Yeah.
We know where that is, I'm assuming.
No. We haven't explored it yet.
Where's the back
I'll
cave?
take my staff, kind of shove it into his chest, and say,
No!
Where's that
He
at?"
dies.
I'm not doing damage. I'm just,
not holding information back, please.
Tell us where the back cave is.
It's across the way. Do you hear the noise? Come on. Once you get close, you can't not hear it.
Cool. Kill him.
Have him
Is there a
take it.
voice? Is there a voice just screaming, back cave, back cave, back cave?
No, you'll
It's the
hear
one
it.
where you
It's
hear
not-
all the white noise is what he's.
That's what I was hinting toward.
Okay. That makes sense.
When you tell Taman, he said it was the one with all the noise. That's the one Taman will say. Oh, he must have meant this one.
Did you kill him yet?
Can I kick his face?
If you let me live, I can tell you where there's better treasure.
Actually, yeah,
Is he lying?
that's okay. Yeah,
Is he lying?
it's a good question. Is he
You're not in
lying?
the room.
I'm not in the room. That's what I'm telling you, Dad.
It's just those two.
Out of
I
character.
mean, I have proficiency with insight, so like, I'm better at seeing if he's lying or not.
You sure? Yeah, you can roll insight.
Yeah, 23.
23.
He's lying.
He is telling the truth. But well, yeah, he's telling the truth. I'm gonna say he's telling the truth, and that's what you get.
As far as he's concerned, it's better treasure.
It is. Right, like there is treasure. Yep.
All right, come with us.
What are you gonna do with me? I mean, if you're just gonna take me prisoner or send me to that wicked Nightstone, or even worse, those elves, you might as well just kill me now.
No, we're just gonna have you help us find treasure, and then we'll let you on your way.
Oh, I'm not going to where that treasure is. Nope. I will point you to it, but you couldn't. He grabs a sword. He's like, I'll just do this right now.
I kind of kneel down, look at his face. What else is in that room?
Is that all we know is when they go down, they don't come back.
When who goes down?
Well, I've sent a few entrepreneurial spirits down that way, but they never come back. I'm not interested.
Are there sounds that come up from that area?
Well, have you ever heard a goblin die? Oh yeah, you have. That's what it sounds like.
Actually, no, not really.
What's that?
No, not really. Never really
You've
heard
killed a
him
bunch
die.
of goblins die.
Oh, but it
I
was
haven't
all-
enacted them, but you
Why?
have. In this particular room, yes, they all melted. Okay?
Yes.
But there were other dying goblins, so.
Oh, that's true.
No, half of them were cowards and ran
And you killed
away.
a bunch of Nightstones, so.
Like the one you
Hey,
threw
we
up
let
the
like half of
last
those go.
Oh, that's right. They go splat.
Flat goes the gun.
Splat goes the goblin.
All around the night zone.
So,
Adventurers chase the
so he
goblin.
wants to know. He's like, you gonna let me go or what? Just finish me if not. Just finish me if not.
I say return to the man.
I'm gonna
What do
lead him
you
over
say?
to the rest of the party.
Because you both are in there.
Do you want to lead him over to the rest of the party and get some other insight on this?
Sure. I don't really care what we do with them.
All right,
Okay.
come on, this way.
Hang on. And and it takes him a while to. And when he stands up, like some of his arm is left behind as he lifts up or whatever. And he follows you.
I can't help but feel bad, but at the same time laugh.
Sure. I mean,
They did a number on you.
They literally almost killed
You're
you.
still bleeding.
They almost killed you, so.
Yeah, you're still bleeding from his particular sword slice.
Yeah, he stabbed.
Why is the goblin not dead?
He has information. We want the information. You know the drill.
I just want to let me go. You've taken everything from me.
Does anyone have maps or paper or pencil, pen, whatever? Quill.
Cartography.
I have quill or ink and parchment paper.
That
Well,
works.
well,
I can
we're,
definitely weave the map. Give me a minute.
we're in this other room, so we're probably not hearing some of this.
Would you so kindly draw us a map
Of where this other
So
where
he's like,
things are?
he like grabs the quill. And he's like,
Squiggles.
we're here, Batcave here, water here, ogres, which I'm assuming you killed, here,
Treasure.
back here, and he points to there.
Are you saying bat cave or bad?
Bat
Like with a T?
with a T, Bat
Okay.
Cave.
I'm saying back.
Bat.
Yes.
Cave.
This way to
Go
the
down.
millionaire with lots of neat stuff.
Go down to the.
Further you get,
Yeah.
Go-
the faint. No,
Go
no,
into
no.
the darkness. Can I go now?
Sure.
I don't know. Every crew needs a mascot. We could hang him from the mainsail.
He just starts walking away.
Hey, you have a face that your mother could love.
Are you really? Oh, jeez.
She didn't die with her.
That wasn't.
Oh, dude, I crit. I crit. I got a 20.
Oh, dang.
And he just runs. Feeling these magical energies, he runs out that way.
You
get a
see,
chance
we
to
were
throw my
trying
javelin
to
at
be
him or my
nice.
That was nice. He's still
He
alive.
he is now going to alert any other goblins that are around here.
Like they didn't already know we were here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could totally take a pot
Considering
shot
we've
at
killed a
him.
whole bunch of goblins, we killed the ogres, we got attacked by some black puddings, which wasn't quiet. You guys have
13?
been very loud here.
Oh well.
It hits
He
his
literally
armor.
crafted a new weapon.
I try.
Yeah. Without a forge, mind you.
So he disappears around the. Actually, okay. So where you guys are standing, I forgot. I didn't even finish drawing them. So like this, you can kind of tell is going this way, and then there's
back out.
another, and he ducks down that way.
To the right?
To the right. To the right.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we know there's no exits from that room.
That's where it
Or is
goes.
it a different?
Can someone hold this? My arm's getting tired.
I mean,
If the boulder's out of the way, you could follow that back, right?
and you can,
No, he's just
Because
standing.
it's just attached to like a crude bit of rope, right? It's just like a weighted wedge rock that falls, and it's gonna pull something, right?
Oh, okay.
So you can
and
kind of follow it back.
Disarm it.
Yeah,
You
and
say
you're-
that.
yeah,
Oh, hey,
so why don't
Taman,
you
how's
give
it
me a
going in
sleight of
there?
hand? It's connected to this kind of it's a real crude mechanism that you could totally jam up pretty easily.
Oh yeah, 19.
Yeah. So you jam it up, and as you follow it, yeah, some rocks would have come tumbling down.
Oh, okay. I'm
No.
glad. Box. I like boxes.
Yeah. So
I mean,
let's continue
there's
down.
one there.
Oh, I kicked the lock.
It falls right off.
See, even you could have picked that.
I have a question.
Vicious mockery?
Say what?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Since I never cast a spell, would I have helped detect magic up? Like,
Yeah.
finishing it?
Yeah. Until you decide to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, she's glowing yet.
So I'll walk into the room when I have it finished.
All right, let's see what's in here.
Yeah. Open the chest or box or whatever.
Getting
it
pretty
is.
There
crowded
is
in
something magical.
Oh, shocking.
There is something magical in
Hopefully it is
here.
not shocking.
We're about to find out.
Hurt.
I got you.
Hey, that was really nice timing between us right there.
Yeah.
Like, I kicked the lock. It falls right off. Even I could, it was great. It was a good moment. I just enjoyed it personally. It was good play off there. That was nice. All right. Let's see. I get to go to this table, and I get to roll those dice, and we're gonna see what comes of it, eh?
Hey.
Actually, who's looking inside?
I think I was
It's like
inside.
3 of you crowded around.
I think I made an effort to open it up.
No,
so.
you and him are still in the other room dealing with it.
I meant like I'm gonna go.
I'll step back a
start
ways.
heading
You weren't
back.
in the room
They're
yet.
going to have started pulling stuff out at that point.
Okay.
I have kicked the lock, so
Yeah, between the two of us, I think
She
we will.
specifically walked in.
Okay, so there's
Magic.
3 faces peering in.
Yep.
yes.
So I was just gonna have one of you roll, but since there's 3 of you, I'm just gonna roll.
And it's
I'm
a
telling
mimic.
you, unless one, yeah.
Okay, fine.
I'm not sure we like your dice.
Yeah.
I like his dice. They're fine.
Okay.
Do we
It's
like
just
his
him.
dice this time?
That's for him to know and us to find out.
Or never find out.
It makes sense why he doesn't have this. Hang on. Why he is storing this because he has no idea what to do with it.
Wand or something.
I want you
Wizard.
to roll. A D20 and a D10. What'd you get?
15 on the D20 and 4 on the 10.
Okay.
Obviously. Sorry.
You find a first level spell scroll.
Ooh.
And
It's a scroll.
it is a scroll. And I don't like that. You already have mage armor, don't you?
Yes, and it's currently up.
Yeah. I don't want to do that, though. I don't want to give you a spell scroll.
spell
for
scroll
something
of
you
mage
already
armor.
have.
You should give it to someone else. Or do you have to be a cat? I don't think you
Yeah,
have to
but
be
I'm pretty sure
You have
she's
to
the
be a
only one
caster
that
to be able
can
to
cast
use
it.
it.
I don't think
Hey.
you do.
It
I could
doesn't. I don't think it benefits anyone because it sets your DC at 13 or your AC at 13, and it's
And then
13.
But
Extra
yeah.
dex.
Dex.
Yeah.
That
That would benefit me.
yeah, that would benefit me.
That would not benefit me.
That'd benefit me, but like
I want to give the person I killed an opportunity here. Since the dice gave it a spell scroll, I'm going to make it a wizard spell. Just,
Yeah.
I killed her.
Yes.
This is
Really?
a pity magic item.
You're getting pity.
I feel bad for
You got a
killing
pity
one of my party
resurrection, and now you're
members.
getting a pity magic.
The next one, you have magic missile, which is right next to it, right? You already have magic missile.
Yeah.
Okay, how about long strider?
I do not have that.
Okay, now you do. You have a
I'm
spell
sorry.
scroll that is a long strider. So
Useful.
Do not know what that one is.
It's-
speed increases by 10 for an hour.
If you don't know that spell, you can actually copy the spell from
Yep.
the scroll and
You
use
can
Yes.
copy it.
Yeah, you
Yes,
have to
for
have
money.
the gold though first.
Yep, you have to have gold and the time to do it. But you now have a. Yep. Okay.
It's fun.
Awesome.
I'd love it if you could make me
Anything
even
else?
So you
faster.
also find.
Yes.
Here we go. 12 gold pieces.
12 gold
Whoa,
pieces.
that's more than I have.
55 silver pieces. Are you our treasurer?
I'm writing it down, yes.
He uses
I don't know.
all
I
Okay,
vote
next
that.
time that there's a tie, since you're taking the time to write it out, next
Yes.
time there's a tie
Yep.
around the thing, you get a roll for it.
Okay.
Okay. 55 silver pieces, 87 copper pieces.
87 copper pieces.
You find a matching pair of salt and pepper shakers that are worth. They're silver, so they're worth 10 gold pieces apiece, or 25 for the pair. Again, I'm just having you write this down now because I don't want to look it up later. You find a leather case containing a complete set of a certain type of tool. Thieves' tools. Okay. And then you also find, another holy symbol.
Wow.
Oh.
You guys are just, you just filled.
We've hit the holy
filled with
grail.
You get so much of these holy symbols.
We're just the holy nightstones right here.
And so my two religious peeps can roll a religious thing. and
Religion. Okay, I
I'm gonna try to find.
I
and
have
tell you
proficiency with religion. May I also roll?
what- No.
Nat
you are
20.
walking into the room while
Proficiency
this is
with a
happening.
+0. That's
I'd
a
love
10.
to let you be where all the action is all the time, but that is just not going to happen.
I rolled
We
a-
have 7 people.
I rolled a nat 20.
And I rolled half that.
20. All right. So on the holy symbol.
Finicky bottle.
So it is it's carved wood inlaid with gold, and it's an oak leaf. Okay, real simple, but you'll recognize it as the symbol of Sylvanus, the god of wild nature.
Wild.
It's pretty.
Yes, it is. And it's simple, but it's beautiful. So, Sylvanus, that's what you see. And then
And
that's
how,
it.
how much
That's
is it worth?
25. Thieves' tools are worth what thieves' tools are worth, which is 25 as well.
Is it
But
just
I feel like
regular thieves' tools, or is there anything special about them?
They are special because it's in a blood-stained leather case, which you might be able to make up a cool story about.
I can
if they end up
definitely
in your-
make
in
up
your
a cool
possession.
story.
So, yeah. But that's it.
If the rogue's tools break, we got some extras.
Do we have anyone who knows how to make use of thieves' tools in the party? Anyone? Anyone?
Well, no, me, obviously.
Well, I might know someone who could make use of those tools.
Failed to
Who
pick a
doesn't
lock
already
before.
have them himself?
Yeah, because you do have thieves' tools, don't you?
I would have loved a set of jeweler's tools.
I mean, I got my smith
Yeah,
tools.
sorry, I
got
don't
my hammer.
carry
I mean, I
those
could
with
use
me.
Because I can jewel.
So could I.
I can jewel with the best of them.
I can
right.
drool too.
All right.
I don't go around.
So, you guys now know where the prisoners are,
All right.
and you also know where another potential something or other could be.
So did you guys check out that room where the goblins retreated to see if there was actually anything in there besides goblins?
We should probably do that.
One of the village prisoners looks like they had been killed in there.
Oh, really? We should go look at that. I'll go look at that.
Okay. So, who's going now? Is this everyone together again?
Yep.
that
I
holy
think
symbol.
so.
So you guys go back to where they ran to, where the boss ran to,
Yeah, with the
Well,
woman was.
into that back
After-
room.
where he melted a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back.
Yeah. So you go back there, and you see a lady's dress. It's fairly fine, at least it was, until it was shredded to pieces. And there's plenty of exposed bone. This poor thing has been torn to shreds, and
Nothing left.
most of her is eaten. So you can't really tell any features. She had blonde hair. You can kind of see patches of that lying around, but
Nothing
But
shiny
really
or
nothing
anything.
else.
yeah.
Okay.
She did.
Wonderful.
Well, shall we go to the Bat Cave then?
Yeah, let's do that.
should see
What's
where.
off to the right here?
Well,
Sure.
what
Yep.
about the prisoners, though?
So
That's where the prisoners are.
What? They're in the back here?
That's
they're
what
in the
you-
bad
that's what he told me.
cave, right? That's why I said.
Bad or bad?
Bat.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It was a good clarifying question. All right. So as you guys pass this, I'm just going to say you
Yep.
glance in, right? And you see a room, and there's 13 bugbears. No, I'm kidding. So there
Those must be
is.
smell bugbears.
Yeah.
You see a bit of light shining in here. Pretty dim, but there is. It looks like a natural chimney that goes that way.
Copper coin lying in the ground, shedding light.
So, yeah. So
Oh, that's a trap.
there's a natural chimney that goes straight up that
Oh,
could
so that's
be
what the
fairly
goblin went.
easily climbed. Yep.
And probably streaks of blood.
Yep.
A little bit of flesh hanging off
It's,
too.
it's big enough any of you could go through it.
It's an exit.
Yep.
Well, let's.
Do we care to investigate it? Or not?
I don't think so. I think he's gone.
We should go work on
There's natural
Gimmick.
light coming from
A little bit, yeah. Like it goes up, but then it kind of tilts, right? So like, there's light, and so what you're getting is the reflection of the light hitting above you, away, right? So it's not really. It's creating dim light in this room, right? So.
Well, we get on over to that cave with the white noise and
Okay, so you guys head on over there. Okay, same marching order as before, or
Yeah.
okay.
Rogues in the back.
What's that
Wrong
one?
cave.
This guy is.
There
Yep.
we go. Yeah.
This guy is. That's the last place you saw him. Okay. Boom, 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 and then you had you, and then there, and then that, and
Probably
then
not the halfling in number 2 order.
Oh yeah. About.
I mean, after what happened last time, maybe she could probably stand behind me.
Yeah.
She's got great AC. Let her go. Send her by herself.
Are you standing behind Stark then?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just for the record, the monk is fairly tanky.
She
But
is,
for the
but not when
record-
she has 4 hit
Oh
points.
no, I'm with you. But he asked who our tanks were, and that's
The monk.
so.
And
Pretty
Stark.
meta
We
question.
have we have.
The 2 clerics.
Yep.
The monk, the 2 clerics, and the druid.
And the druid who gets
Stay in
turned to a
back
bear.
In case we get attacked from behind.
Who
Okay.
is? You are?
Yeah.
That's why I
'cause
put you in the
can
back.
take from- yeah.
All right.
And then rogues just become dodgy.
Let's go down there, I guess.
Where do you want to be? In the middle?
Oh,
that's
no,
was,
Adri
safe,
will
yeah.
not
Oh,
be going in the
okay.
middle. Adri's staying in the middle.
I had been between Sark and
Alright.
I
Taman.
moved
Now I'm behind Sark.
So as you go down further into the tunnel,
So I can observe things from afar.
oh,
Oh
You
no.
just killed him.
listen, it's not my fault. His wings are broken. Okay. I wasn't the DM at that point. Okay. I would love to take. Okay, you're there.
Hand it to me. I can go.
Thank you.
Now
Alright.
you're killing Hidden Scratch.
You know what? Sometimes things just have to happen. Okay, we got to move things forward. All right, so this opens up into a fairly big chamber, right? And
Go.
and you notice that like there's these kind of different levels that that kind of circulate around. Okay, and so there's these different levels that go down.
Oh, is that?
Okay.
That's what you get from the court. Don't disconnect.
That's not a
there we
good-
go.
That was not a good bounce.
Okay.
There you go.
So this is what you enter into, and as you kind of step in, go further,
Before we go any further,
can I tell you what you see real quick?
well, I just want to mention to the party, since the goblin said it was a bat cave, I'm assuming there are going to be lots of bats. So let's try not to make any loud, sharp noises that would cause a crap ton of bats to come down and swarm us.
What kind of
Also, Jeff, the name of the cat
I mean,
is
okay.
And
Maisie.
should
Okay, nice.
should a noise occur, okay, let's all make sure
Just
that
for
the
you.
cat is the first one that gets tossed up in the air.
So on my sheet, I just read steel-toed boots as steel-toed goats.
Okay, so
I'll look over to the cat familiar.
let's try and go quietly then.
All right.
Roll that.
Not necessarily stealthy, but let's not
Well, these are
To not make
we're gonna
noise.
do,
making big.
To move silently.
but I'm gonna still have you roll the exact same way.
Now we're so close.
We're all
to
getting
it.
suspended.
I'm still gonna have you roll stealth.
I rolled a nat 20, but I have to take the 15 because
Oh,
it's
that's no big deal.
so a 16 for me.
16. What'd you get?
Get a 9.
7.
1.
9.
total of 5.
4.
Not 9s.
We are not quiet.
What happened to our big our big muscle? What'd you get?
I rolled a 7.
Oh
Why
yeah.
are you stealthier than me?
Yeah, you're suddenly like learn my lesson.
You're like,
All right.
you're rolling your skin well just right.
Okay, so as you start slowly, carefully walking in, trying to be super quiet. Again, it's quite a squeeze to get in. Right? So we're gonna take this as they came. Okay.
All right.
So the first guy goes in. He's doing all right.
Okay.
He's going real quiet, and you see, you see about, there's over 20 people in this area, and they're all kind of huddled up against the walls on the high sides right here, right?
Okay.
And they all, their eyes kind of light up when they see you, and some kids start going like, yeah, and the parents are like, right? And and so there's kind of this general kind of murmuring or whatever, but they've been in here a while. They know, and above you definitely hear the sound of flapping wings.
Okay.
But it's not the sound of flying flapping. It's the sound of we're still. The bats are above you, and they're moving about.
And they're moving about.
And they're flapping.
And bat guano is dripping down from the ceiling.
So much of the bat guano.
Hey,
Okay.
So if you need anything for Fireball, you're in the right place.
I will
That is true.
turn to the gentleman behind me.
This cave smells worse than sorry.
So if I can see people,
Do I hear that? I legitimately want to know if I hear that.
I'm going to motion them to come over to me. Does it look like they have a clear path to me?
All right. They're gonna have to climb down, right? They're gonna have to do a little bit of climbing, but it's not beyond them.
Okay, well, I can come over to where they're going to have to climb down and help them down.
Well, it's more like it's not quite that high.
Okay.
It's more like waist high. So
Okay.
they'll be able to scramble down fairly easily. They'll be handing children down and that kind of thing.
So we'll do that. We'll create a little
fireman's line.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys kind of quietly, and you were told to stay.
Yep.
Okay.
I assume we should probably
telepathically
clear.
to him, why are we stopping? As I grab a child.
That is the same size as
That
you.
is the same size as you. To pass the
You
long
guys are gonna have to
diagonal
move out of the tunnel.
Yeah. I'm assuming you wave us back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So you see.
Daniel. Did you say that out loud?
You see mostly humans
quiet
intermixed with the humans.
Slight stealth or sleight of hand to make sure I didn't hear that.
So intermixed in here are you see some halflings.
I don't hear it.
Okay.
I'm excited about that.
You see.
Yeah, you may know them.
You see some. Yes.
I was gonna say, I'm assuming this is the Summerhawks.
This is the Summerhawk family. Yes, you recognize Taylor, and then you see her. You do not see Larlo though. Larlo isn't with them.
Larlo, the mom or the dad?
Larlo is the dad, but you do see that Barley, Midge, Nancy, and Dollop are all safe and sound. The four kiddos.
Barley, Midge, who and Dollop?
Barley, Midge, Nancy, and Dollop.
I'm gonna say that's a strange
how long
thing.
you been gone?
3 years.
Okay, Dollop had just been born
So
when you were there last. So
You can guess who it is.
He's so big. He's gotten so big. They've all gotten so big. Oh my goodness! The last time I saw you, you were like this tall, and now you're this tall. Look how much you've grown. You know. It's so big. It's incredible. Like you've grown almost an inch. That's insane. You must have had a growth spurt. Your knees hurt. Anyways, and then intermixed, you also see. You also see a couple of tieflings.
Ooh.
Yep, there's a couple tieflings.
Yes.
Okay.
Then the owner of the spooky house was in
Probably.
Yeah, there's a gal, and there's a kind of middle-aged tiefling woman, and then kind of mid-20s.
So as I help out
Yep.
the
You're being
halflings,
quiet. You're moving through. Oh, and there's
Children
also
and halflings
also a dwarf.
And the dwarf.
Well, yes, that explained the dwarven lock.
So
So
anyhow,
be the inn owner.
hold on. Okay, so as I'm halving out the halflings, the one that looks like the adult, I say as after we get out of the caves, I think I have something that belongs to you.
Okay.
And then when we get to the tieflings and I help them down to the older one, I will say, there is a cat person among us that I believe has some things that belong to you.
As she passes me, I'm going to hand her a almost empty bottle of wine.
Okay. She doesn't give a rip. She's just happy to get out of there. She swings whatever is left, hands it to her son, who drinks the rest of it, and they keep moving.
Wait, how old is his son?
20 years.
And
20,
Okay.
do I
Of age.
mid-20s.
do I see anyone that looks like a cleric that would be wearing vestments or be dressed like a cleric in his off hours?
A member of the clergy.
You do see. Oh wait, hang on. You do see some guards as well. Yeah, you see 6 guards.
Okay.
Man, didn't we have a couple guards with you?
I was
Yeah.
gonna ask,
Yeah.
where were they? There were 2 of
I
them.
think they're waiting outside.
With the
Yeah,
horses.
they're guarding your backs. I
With the
totally
horses.
forgot that was happening, guys.
I was gonna ask
They're
you,
with
but I
the
forgot to.
horses.
We all forgot that you had some guards.
Yeah, we had some guys, but they're like, no, we'll just stay
It
there.
was fine.
The guards are guarding the
Right?
horses.
We can blame daylight savings
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, that was our excuse. You stay here, guard the horses while we.
Man.
Exactly.
And yes, there is a robed priest type with wearing some vestments with the sun embroidered on it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna give it to you because you're one of those.
And I think you made the check
Lathander.
earlier.
Yeah, it was Lathander.
Lathander. Okay, so is his the unicorn head?
No, that one, the unicorn head was the nature one.
Okay.
The other one,
Okay.
yeah, again, I think it's a son of some sort.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, you do have his holy symbol.
Yeah. All right.
Hey,
So, as I help him, catch me later. We have the holy symbol from your temple.
You don't have it on you.
No, he's helping people.
I might, but
Okay.
I'm helping people.
All right.
So,
All right, cool. So you move everyone out.
Yep.
Okay, you move everyone out. You get out into the side, whatever. You do know there's goblins this way. There's something that way. You
Yeah.
haven't quite gone down that way, just for my own sake. Okay, so you start leading them out. Okay. The guards are like, "Did you see our weapons anywhere?" Actually, when they get out there, they kind of start talking normally. It's like, "Did you see our weapons anywhere?" And just for the record, I didn't describe it, but they were in there. There were scattered simple weapons around
Yeah,
that area.
they
They're over
were
there.
they're
Over
over in there.
We can grab it. We can go grab them.
There was some there, and then there was like the rusted stuff that was over there.
I can take the guards over.
By the way, could you possibly identify the woman that was back there?
Blonde
She's
hair.
like, he's like, we can tell you. They took Jenny, because I don't know the name right now. Yeah,
Okay.
they took Jenny a while back. They were telling us that they were gonna feed us to rats. What happened to her?
She got fed to rats.
Unfortunately.
Lady Velarosa is going to be. Lady Nandar is going to be so disappointed. That was her lady.
Lady Nandar
Little
didn't make it.
little soon.
No, she fell during the attack.
At that point, the dwarf speaks up really loud.
Really loud.
What?
Like how loud?
Yeah, he's like, well, any of us who speak Dwarvish?
I do.
Okay, he curses. He curses in Dwarvish.
I do.
I'll curse back
surprisingly.
in Dorvish.
Yeah, he curses back, and he's like, right? He's like,
Yes, in Dorvish.
I want to go
those
talk.
giants. Well, we knew that she was gonna send help. Where did you guys come from?
Well, look, we were actually sent to help out the town for various things, and then we came upon the town after it was ransacked by the giants, and, oh yeah,
Do I
that's right, there's the,
These stupid goblins
Do
kept
I
playing on the
We
bells.
gotta let him finish, guys.
Yeah,
we're
there's-
starting to interrupt one another here.
yeah,
we gotta stop that.
we came on the town, and we came upon these goblins, I guess, when they were raiding the town when we got here, but after we dealt with them, then the Zentarum showed up.
Is this all in Dwarvish?
I'm saying this in common.
Oh, okay.
Sure. I'm gonna give him a chance next.
Do I recognize the dwarf, or does he look?
Oh yeah, this is the guy who owns the inn.
Okay.
He said Zentarum, and he kind of looks around like, oh, okay.
Well,
Then he doesn't really know what
They
that-
were
Real shady types. They basically took the town when we got here.
Are there any guards left? Did they do anything?
There were some guards there, yeah, but a couple of them.
Alara's there.
Alara's there, and there's like 2 of them came with us
Didn't
to
Alara
find.
didn't come with Alara
I think
guard the horses.
Lara was one.
Yeah,
of the
yeah, 2 of them came outside, and
So there's 2 of them left.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 of them came with us, and then there was
4. 2 of them came with us. Two of them stayed
So you
behind.
left
with.
2 of them with some shady characters. Oh
maybe.
dear. Are there many of them?
well,
Not
there's
anymore.
5 left, I think.
some of them did die when orcs raided the town, but we were saved by the elves.
Hostile?
They
orcs-
haven't been.
The
The
orcs were hostile.
orcs were hostile.
Orcs. There were orcs. Oh my. Meanwhile, you're taking them off to go get their stuff.
Not exactly.
No.
Oh, where are you taking them?
Don't worry, you're not there.
Watching you walk away with them.
He said
Towards
he
their
offered
stuff.
to take them to their stuff. Yeah. Okay. All right. I guess we'll deal with that in just a moment then. Okay.
So I'm staying with the dwarf the whole time this is
Okay.
going on. Like,
So he asked if they're hostile. So you explained. To
I
him
mean, they
about-
didn't seem concerned. They didn't seem to have your interest in mind. We'll say that.
But they help fight against orcs.
Well, yeah, it was either fight the orcs or die.
Do they have a leader, or are they just a
They do have a leader. His name was Zolkin.
Well, okay, I'm gonna have to have words with him when we return.
Well, if it comes to that, I mean, I look at all the other guards like, there's only 5 of them, and there's
Not more.
more of us.
Yeah.
So
Well, okay.
it depends. We could probably take them.
I'd hate to shed any more blood than what's necessary.
That's
We're
true.
already
though.
running low, but I can't believe that. How did she die? How did Lady Nandar die?
Rock. Big rock. And that's all I'll say. Just like, and I'll just.
And he just goes.
Inspiration.
He knows. That was good. All right, so he's like, "Well, let's get out of here. We're sick of this stinking cab." Okay?
We did bring some horses too, so those of you who are weak can ride on the horses.
I say, okay, yes, but before I go, there's no such thing as Zentarum. Okay, just look.
There is
Okay, so
absolutely
you
a
lead
thing.
them to.
I
You
don't
guys
know.
all have to pretend like you're not hearing this.
Yeah.
Or I mean, I can
They
have you
can't.
walk away.
If I go this way, no one can see me, right? I'm gonna lead them down this way.
We are
then.
all in the main area.
Yeah, we're
We
all in the
will
main
be
area.
able to see if you lead them
all-
down there.
Fine. I'm going to lead them down this way then. The way that we
So
can
you're
go.
going to. So he starts leading them this way.
Hidden scratch. That's not where the
No,
weapons
that's the
are.
wrong
That's
way.
actually, in fact. Fine. I go down this way and
Okay.
then back up this way.
Well, they
But then they see
Their weapons and
and they grab their weapons.
Okay, fine. They grab their weapons, then I lead them up this way. I'm leading them over
Okay,
here.
I need you to give me a persuasion now. Because they
Okay.
have their weapons, they know what they're supposed to do. You're going to have to give me a good persuasion.
He could tell them this is a quicker way.
Yeah, well, this is shortcut. That's not the greatest.
But
That's
then
you
no wonder
tried
why
to
they
help
didn't get
them.
take the shortcut.
it's still a
straight to
13.
their original.
So that's not terrible.
How many of them are there?
Well,
There's only
in
two.
this case, wouldn't it be
Oh,
a
there's 6
deception?
of them.
6? Okay.
In this
Yeah.
case, would it be deception for him?
It's the same either way.
Okay.
So you got what?
13.
So 2 of them start walking right along with you. Actually, okay, I was gonna roll. And, yeah. So half of them start following you, and the other guys are like, "We got to get back." What?
This is just
We're
a shortcut, you know?
Shorter than they're right there.
This shortcut.
They just those one of them's like, "Come on, guys," and he just starts walking. And 2 of them like kind of look at you and look at him and look at you and like he saved us. And we'll call it odd or even.
Odd.
Odd. 'Cause, I mean, you played it well. Okay, so it's an odd. So the other one's like, "Okay, we'll follow you. What's down this way? Shortcut?"
Yeah.
Okay. So you lead them to the stream. and you tell them to go up the street.
Yeah.
Why would they go I'm asking Daniel why they would go the opposite direction.
Is it about this point that I call out that Hidden Scratch has about 4 minutes?
You said it to him as he was walking away.
Okay.
What? Yeah. So they kind of look at the stream. They're like, but a shortcut back to the village?
Just
Give me another deception.
another? Oh,
Buddy, you're asking them to walk the complete opposite way.
oh God, my dice. Why?
Because this is a stupid decision.
8.
Yeah. They're like, we're gonna go this way. We'll see you back at the village. They're like, yeah.
He's 100%
I mean, they
gonna
followed you against their other buddies that went the other way, so they were gullible to that point. But then you start literally taking them in the opposite direction. And it's like, we have a duty for our people, but so we have to stick with them. So even if this is faster, you can go 12. You can go tell Morak that there's a shortcut through the water, and he'll take us that way, if that's the shortcut. Okay, and so they're like, so they come back. And we have to stay with the villagers. So
I would
yeah.
like.
I'm sorry, man. It's just like I appreciate the effort.
Forget
So they actually walk back this way because they don't really know it's that way. So they go back that way.
Yeah, I'll just beat him out there.
Forgive me, that was a shortcut.
Forgive me, I need to use the restroom quick.
And what happened? Oh, okay. So he beats them out there. What happened to the rest of the guards?
Oh, they're right there.
Yeah, and they kind of come walking through. They got one of them's lit up a torch. And,
what time of day is this?
you guys left in the day, and it was only about a mile away, so it's still in the middle of the day.
Still in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Okay. Because there is another place we want. Well, at least one of them that we want to check out potentially.
Sure.
But we would also like a long rest before we do so.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, we can come back and play.
Yeah, because the Morak is like, yeah, let's go. We gotta take care of these.
All right.
Zefford and.
So let's take the group back to town.
Okay.
On our way back, I would like to start talking to my people.
Okay. Very good.
Same.
Also,
So,
Hang on. You interrupted him. You gotta let these guys talk.
yeah,
man.
go ahead. Because I want to talk to his people too.
so what happened to what's his name? The one that's not there?
Larlo.
Yeah, what happened to Lolo?
She just bursts into tears, and the kids all start crying. And
Great.
yeah, he was smashed trying to get away.
Fun.
Underneath one of the boulders is You
Rock.
say fun.
It's one of his things. He's
Your
Yes.
charisma must
Yes.
be really terrible.
Oh, it's 10.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
average.
Oh, yeah.
You're so awkward.
Okay. Yeah, they just start crying. You know, she's kind of trying to hold back her tears to be strong for her children, but no, he passed.
Well,
Yeah.
everyone looks like they're enjoying their summer vacation.
She's like, can you give us a moment? I just got them to stop crying in the cave. And those baths are really scary. We just, and she's like, and she actually, there's some horses, right? Mm-hmm. She asks someone on the horse to if she can, get on one of them and just kind of coddle her youngest.
I mean,
or whatever.
Sark was definitely for that. I mean, if there were any
So she has to
sick,
get up there.
weak, injured, anybody
Who
needed to be
wants to-
consulted, he would have let him.
Who wants to play pin the head on the decapitated father? What? Why would you say that?
Are you evil?
I am not. I don't say that out loud.
Okay.
No, it's not out loud.
Okay.
Scratch will remember.
Oh gosh,
Dave, I think you need to be concerned.
man. I was like, oh jeez. The children never want to see you ever again. Yeah.
I mean,
Why was I ever welcome in these people's homes?
Because you were a halfling.
Okay, so you wanted to speak
To the other tieflings.
Okay, so
I don't know why.
No.
so you approach
Just-
the tiefling,
No.
and she kind of, nods at you.
That was very
and,
rude.
And I just say, was that your doorway that had those beautiful engravings in it?
Yes. Did any of you try to enter?
The cat.
No.
I really like those. Were very pretty engravings.
How did it go for him? Did it?
Not well.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Good. It worked then.
Yes,
Okay,
it was
I wasn't
very-
quite sure if the guy paid to do that for me was worth his money, but
Very well done.
fantastic.
Very ugly.
Praise as a dance.
Yes, of course.
Fantastic. What did it look like?
I don't even remember what the first demon looked like.
It was like a
It looked like some weird slime, like flailing looking
Yes,
thing.
it was a weird fleshy pile thing. It was really weird. And then it came back after it was killed the first time as something even like fatter, and it was really weird. It was great. It
Very-
was really interesting to watch.
Smelled
actually.
really, really bad.
wow. You didn't say that would happen, but man, did it hurt him bad? She looks him up and down. Like,
Oh, man.
Already.
Still has the scar back there.
He barely managed to get away.
You know, for somebody going into your home, you're taking this surprisingly well.
someone who was?
Nothing.
What happened to my home?
It's nothing. It was still standing last we saw. There were some goblins around though, but I just
mean,
appreciated this engraving.
I mean, afterwards.
Happy to be alive.
There might have been some damage.
Something.
Yeah, there was a fire there too, but we did put it out.
Oh yeah, the goblins
Yes.
started a fire. Yes, of course.
Yeah. Goblins put the fire out.
I'll roll to assist because I'm saying, yeah.
Hey, lure question here.
Oh my God!
It was a
God,
10.
do not, never ever
Goblin.
try to lie.
That's a that one.
She's like, well,
Okay.
if you took care of the goblins, I guess a little bit of home damage is worth the price. But thanks for trying anyway.
Yeah, lure question about Asmodeus then. Is his worship, accepted, or is it, legal? Or I don't think people usually worship devils openly.
Well, yeah, let's see here. Well, I would say,
They're devil people.
Hey.
yeah, so she doesn't say it loud enough for the priest to hear it. She's in the presence of another tiefling, so,
Okay.
yeah.
And I just completely shrug it off. If you notice my reaction,
Well, that makes sense. You're a tiefling.
Yeah, so yeah.
But
I
mean-
I don't worship
Did we
him.
bring it with us?
I think enough for all of you to ride one.
Yeah.
For all of us.
Plus the guards, 9.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I wanted.
So, I do believe you have something else that belongs to me, though, too.
Oh, is she talking to me now?
Yeah.
Now I'm there. Okay.
She was looking at you, openly excited that her
Trap
thing
worked.
hurt you. Yeah. Because again, she paid someone to,
Oh,
she
yeah.
paid someone to do it. She didn't know if he was. So yeah. So I apparently you have something else, not just my wine.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I'm glad you enjoyed some of it. You could have had the whole thing, but I'm feeling better because I got some of it. So yeah.
Feeling a little bit. Yes.
So I do believe you had something else in mind.
Oh yes. I reach into my bag and pull out the holy symbol. Around holy
Careful
symbol.
while you're waving that around.
I'm like,
She
I believe
quickly
this is-
snags it up. And
does
she's like,
no.
Oh! Okay, Dex.
We're gonna.
We're gonna Dex this off.
He's a rogue. He's
Your dex
fun.
or strength?
My dice hate me. I did say that before, right? Okay, that's pretty good.
I guidance, sir.
Is sleight of hand?
Just straight dex, I
I'm not giving that to you, man.
think. Straight dex.
Just straight dex?
No, it'll be his sleight of
Yeah, I
hand versus her
That's,
ability to snag.
Yeah, so that's a 7.
So she goes to grab it. She's like, just put it down. She looks back at the priest of the Thander. She's like, if you want to see me executed right here, right now, fine.
So they
And
don't
leave away.
know.
Just put her down.
We can maybe come to some kind of agreement.
We can talk. If you
I
put
reach
it
over
down.
to punch him
Are
in
you
the
putting
shoulder.
it down?
Yeah, I'll put it in my palm. I'll pull
I
him
punch
back.
him. Can I roll to punch him?
Yeah.
Cool. This is really hard to do. It's only a 10. Give her her symbol.
She's like,
I don't do any damage anyway.
Yeah, my
right.
punches are better than
What do you
yours.
want?
I mean, how much is it worth to you?
How much is it worth to me?
Standing right there, I'm just
Since
gonna
I
look at
whispered something in her ear, how close am I to this conversation?
Oh, I thought you handed her a note.
Well, I could have done that too, but either way, you know.
Scratch. Scratch. You know, at this point, she can deny everything, and you're the one with an illegal symbol or a very frowned upon symbol in your hand.
She has a point.
Oh yes. You think? Believes me. I
She
can
leans
be
back and says,
She's a tiefling. Come on.
"Oh, let's see. Hang on.
That is prejudice.
Hero! Oh, Hero! Could you join us for a moment up here? You got 10 seconds, buddy.
Okay. All I want to know.
No, I just want it. 10 seconds, and he's
All
going
I
to see
want
it
to
with you.
know is why you have it.
5,
This sounds like a story.
4,
Truthfully.
I will totally tell you a
3,
story. Deal?
2.
Fine. Deal.
Okay. Okay. How are you doing, dear? I look like you took a nasty bump to the head for one of those guards. Let me see that. Let me see that. Okay. Oh, you know what? It'll be. He's like, get your hands off of me, witch. And then she pats him on the bum as he walks away.
I give her a thumbs up.
She says, sorry, if you'll pardon me. I'm not a big fan of power plays against me. Tell you what.
Most people aren't.
She says, when I get home, I have a reward for you. I'm happy to give it to you.
I'm not insight. God.
Yeah, you can incite.
I don't think that's sincere.
It's 100% sincere. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, 5.
Five. You're not really sure, but I mean, she did promise you. You know, she said she'd give you something when we got back.
At least
She's
has my
like,
curiosity.
A story. I promise you a story, and a reward. Thank you for returning this to me, and for saving our lives, by the way.
My pleasure.
Just gonna say because we're like,
You understand? Power. It's just power play with you know. I just have had some men in my life, you know, that it's you know what.
I hear ya. Men, power plays, it's terrible.
Anyways,
Don't worry,
Hate it.
he's been spayed.
yeah, girl cats are spaded.
yes.
She kind of looked at you like.
Oh, sorry, neuter. Whatever.
Is he always like this?
Oh,
You poor thing.
Time.
All right, so you guys make it back.
I need to talk to the female halfling.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
No, not him, but the one with the kids. And I hand her a locket,
Oh.
and I say, "Was this yours?"
She says, "Well, it was Laro's."
I'm very sorry, and I also found this that goes along with it, and that was
Yeah, it was something.
it was 5 gold pieces and 4 silver pieces.
Okay. She's like, "Aren't you just?"
And then when I
Just so wonderful.
oh,
Yeah.
it's wonderful.
And she kind of loses it again.
Yeah. Reminds her of her husband.
Oh, what did we ever do to deserve this? But he's still. You know, and then she like tries to choke it down because she's like the kids see her and they start to kind of. She's like, "It's okay, no, it's okay, kid. Mommy's okay. Mommy's okay. It's okay. Thank you so
You're welcome.
much."
Yeah, sure. Go
Yeah.
take care of your kid.
So, what's the dwarf's
Okay.
name?
The dwarf is Morak Urgrey.
Morak.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a while since I've been in a great company of dwarves, I suppose, but, just out of curiosity, who ran the store that was in town?
He says that was. Right here.
I thought that was him.
No, he runs the inn.
He runs the inn.
Oh, yeah.
That is. Darthag Olgar. And yeah, he was. Yeah, that's the late Darth. He was unfortunately he was taken by the ogres, and we're not sure what happened to him.
Taken by them?
Yeah.
Oh, a shame. That was a fun shot. I even saw one of the javelins that he had in there, and I didn't think right just to take from him because I didn't know what happened to him. But I even left the gold piece in the shop for him for it, and then just pulled out the javelin and I showed him.
That was right good of you.
I mean, any quality weapon or armor craftsmanship I could really get behind. I mean, I'm just so. And he just kind of starts going off into a little tangent. It's just like, just the intricacies.
He's totally
of this.
with you.
Like,
He's loving it. He's.
I mean, he's a dwarf. He can appreciate good craftsmanship.
He's enjoying. Yes, and he's like, yeah. What do you think about that? You know.
Oh yeah, the inlays are just so great. I mean,
they kind of nerd out for a little while.
I was actually in the crafting guild with some dwarves actually back when I was at Waterdeep.
Really?
Yeah, I went to learn my craft. I just went to learn my trade from them. I just could make some things.
Yeah. Well, I'm so sorry that he could have got some. He could have probably provided some good work for him.
Yeah.
He's always looking for good people.
And then
Tell you what. Let's get settled. But I might have a task for you.
Yeah. He'll say Endorphin just for what was his name again? The
oh gosh, I keep forgetting it. It's old something. Morak Earlgrey.
Morak. I'm gonna say it by more. And I'll just say Dwarvish. By Moradin's grace, may he be at peace.
Aye. All right. Any other talkings?
Yeah,
I need to talk to the.
I'm gonna let him do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to go. There was a cleric, right?
Yes.
A priest. I just wanted to talk with him real quick.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. That's who I wanted to talk with
Okay.
as well.
Awesome. So you guys approach him. Very good. And.
I believe you
Yeah,
have.
you were starting.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have something of yours. I found on a goblin. I believe this belongs to you, and I will hold out and give him back his holy soul.
And he prays a prayer of gratitude and thanks, and for safety, and he
What
says,
was there?
blessings to you, son. You're so kind and so righteous. Oh, you could have kept this to yourself, but you gave it back. What a lovely man.
He did
and
the
as you
God's work.
approach, it's like, isn't this a wonderful young man?
Hey, that might even block out part of the curse that you're going to suffer for eternity.
Oh, finally found something you're good at, huh? Sucking up.
It's like,
Hey, it's fine. He's still going to be damned to the 9 hells for a very long time.
So, what
no more than
happened
99
to-
years.
I'm assuming there was another cleric, as there were two different.
yes. Well, that cleric left a long time ago, and when I moved into town, I felt it wrong to just push aside his. But so I decided to just kind of add in I do of course emphasize Lathander more, but I do my best to lead others in prayers too.
Of course.
When I forget, but it just didn't feel right kicking out there was beautiful art.
Here is his holy symbol then. That's the unicorn head.
Yes, I was holding on to that.
Also, and I pull out a small alms box with 37 copper pieces and 15 silver pieces.
He's
We
like,
also
shing, shing, shing.
liberated that. Hopefully, you can use that to help you rebuild.
Oh yes, every penny's gonna be
Every nib.
Every new
He also said although the Nandar family has always been very good to the town and pretty good at bringing in coins. So, but yes, every bit.
I would hope that maybe when we get back, you could perform a nice service for the
Oh,
Nandar.
absolutely. Yes. Yes, he said. Yeah. In fact, she actually gave me instructions in case she had any kind of demise. That adventuring in those woods is quite dangerous. So I'm actually we're ready for that. So it is so unfortunate she's gone. I wonder what the state of things will be. Did I hear there was Zentarum?
Well, yes, there
That's a
were
myth.
gentlemen that were
It's not.
Zentarum.
The
that
Zentarum
were-
aren't a widely known faction, are they? Like, they're usually
That's why the dwarf didn't know. But
They're-
this guy's traveled a little.
The fact that all of us know what the Zemtarum is pretty unique.
I don't think I would have known. I mean, I kind of do now, but I don't think I would.
I mean,
rolled.
I heard the name, but it's
We
just
rolled.
like.
Yes.
All
So-
I know is what I'm hearing about them right now.
So anyhow, they're
No,
holding down
posing.
the fort, shall we say? They were helpful, quite helpful when the orcs showed up.
I've only heard their name in passing, but it wasn't necessarily a good thing. I don't
I-
know
you
much
know,
about their organization.
I am sure that they have other motives for being there, but they may be persuaded to help you rebuild.
Well, let's hope. Let's hope.
But if they don't, well,
And he kind of looks down at your holy symbol, he looks at your. It's
Yes.
on your mace, right?
The mace is the fist with the holy symbol there, and my shield has the the eye on the shield.
And it's helm, right?
It's helm,
He
yes.
says, "Well, Helm has always intimidated me a bit, but I'm thankful that he watched over you. Thank you. And who do you serve?" He just assumes you're like religious because you're giving it back to him. And who do you serve?
Why, the great cat.
The great.
He speaks of himself.
No.
Okay, he's inclined to believe him just because he just handed him the symbol. So he's like, "Oh well, you'll have to tell me about the great cat. I used to be quite closed-minded when it came to only Lathander being the only one worthy, but since being in this temple, I've seen some things I just cannot deny. And now Helm shows
know,
up, and I don't recognize yours. What is
Oh, this is for Gond.
Gond?
I am sure that Brother Scratch would enjoy the rest of our trek back, enlightening you.
Oh yes, I would love to hear about the great cat and Gond. for that
But
matter.
I must take your leave and make sure that everybody
Okay.
else is doing fine.
He's like, look.
This is the entire
Oh, that's so good. That's so good.
Holy cat.
So good. So you give him the lowdown on.
Yeah, I tell him that, well, I've only been recently in his service, but Gond, he's more of the god of, like, craftsmen and tinkerers, and he mainly, expresses himself through, like, various means of creation, whether it be, through armor or weapons or constructs or just seeking out the knowledge lying within those techniques.
Fascinating. He's like, you wouldn't happen to have extra holy symbols on you, would you? He's like, he's just gonna start collecting holy symbols.
I mean, no, I just have my amulet, but I'm sorry,
Put that one
I kind of
down
need this.
on my list. He wants to start collecting holy symbols.
Gotta preach them all.
Well, tell me about the great cat.
You're all laughing, but there actually is a great cat.
Oh, is there?
Yes.
What is it?
Yes.
Look up Tabaxi and Volo's guide. It mentions.
really?
But your character
your
should be able to fill him in.
Yes.
If he is
does he
a
say?
cleric.
Yeah, the great cat is the creator of the Tabaxi, and we don't worship him so much as a god, as much as we do as our greatest elder, our most common ancestor.
So you all came from the great cat?
Indeed.
Your lineage is from the great cat?
Indeed.
Does he still exist, or is it you just honor his memory?
Oh no, he still watches over us. And we blame our cat-like nature on him when we gain a trait like curiosity or a fear of water. It is because the great cat has cast it upon us.
Fascinating. Do you have a holy symbol for the great cat?
I do not. I am not a cleric. I am not much of a...
Do they make them?
Not very religious.
Okay. Do they exist?
I would imagine so, yes.
Do you think you could draw it for me?
So I
I just need to know what to look for.
do my best to draw it. I don't actually know what the...
Oh, so you just make something up? Alright.
It's just a cat's paw.
Anyone else want to say anything, do anything on the way back?
Yeah, I'm gonna do some medicine checks on some of the
The guards are beat up.
Yeah, the guards, the villagers.
Villagers, they actually kind of left alone. They were pretty easy just to kind of scare into submission.
Okay.
When you got two big ogres there, that tends to happen.
Ironically, the
Yeah,
Great Cat
so,
is
so we
afraid
had
of
a
its
whole
own
bunch of
holy
horses we
water.
probably villagers or guards are going to be utilizing them.
Okay.
If we need to, I'm going to shift into a riding horse or just like what was said.
Nice. Okay. So we
No,
have
it's
another
holy
riding
milk.
horse.
Nice. Right. What was the name of the cleric again?
His name was Hirol.
Hero.
Hirol Mistrum. Mistrum. Alright, so you guys get back, and there's some yelling behind the walls, and the guards kind of push their way up and lower the gate.
Wait.
The two guards we left.
The two guards we left.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so there's some yelling. Angry yelling or just.
Disagreement yelling.
Okay.
Not quite the,
Alright.
Yeah. And,
Well, good on them.
Yeah, so they kind of push their way forward.
Yeah, it was like, all right, good.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
We wouldn't actually see that because we're on the other side of the gate.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Actually, so okay, so you guys get back, and so there's so the guards are up there or whatever,
Yep.
and when you approach and ask to lower the bridge, they're like, you guys are just gonna need to keep traveling on.
Don't think so.
Yeah, sorry, this is yeah.
Can I talk to Zulkin?
There's now Zulkin. Zulkin just gave us orders and told us not to bother him, so you guys are just gonna have to go along your way there.
Tell Zulkin that hidden scratch wishes to speak with him. Right now.
Okay, give me
Persuasion.
intimidation, persuasion.
Persuasion.
You can do persuasion.
Come on. Like, what was that one guy's name? Come on, Joran.
There you go.
He's doing this. Can I insight?
9.
9?
You know what? I'm done with this one.
Right. Do you want the one you gave me back?
Hello, old friend. I missed you.
Yeah, he's like, he said to tell me, he told me to tell you, Hidden Scratch, sorry.
Can I insight them to see how?
So.
If this is all true.
Okay.
Can I insight? Can
I know this looks
see
bad,
if this?
but give me 5
Can I
minutes.
roll insight to see if they're
5
like
minutes.
being truthful or if this is all?
Well, I'm not going to make you roll insight. They're not going to let you in.
Okay,
Well.
fine.
Well,
I do the thing that I don't like to do.
What was that? Hey, Joran, you drop the drawbridge, or I will strike you where you stand.
Yeah, he said you'd say that. Sorry, and they duck.
They know it's coming.
I mean,
Well, this isn't
well, this worked. This almost worked for us. How about we, you know?
Don't these people deserve to come in?
Yeah, he said to just go along your way.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
No, I'm gonna make my
He
way
said
towards the
you'd
broken part of the
probably say that
drawbridge
too.
between the castle and the keep. Or between
Well,
the
we're
keep
going to
and
have to cross the moat to get to that side.
Yep, that's fine. I'm going that way.
I don't know.
Is
You
anybody
focus on
looking
me.
out?
No.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
My wings come out. Beams shoot
Is that
out
the
of
right
my
level to do
eyes.
that now?
I can
level
do that
3.
at 3rd level.
Nice.
So I fly up on top of the gate, and as I'm doing this, I'm like, "This isn't going to work for me, guys."
You're all like, I knew it. He's an angel.
Please don't be so hard on him.
So lower it now,
All right.
and thaumaturgy to make it very loud and booming,
So give me an intimidation.
or persuasion.
This seems like
I'm trying to persuade
intimidation.
him.
It's pretty intimidating.
That's cocked. It's cockeyed.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
that's good.
That is not. Intimidation. So 11.
With advantage. Sorry, with advantage.
With advantage?
With advantage. You did some awesome crap.
So 11. Could I have guidanced myself, perhaps, before I did that?
Sure, why not?
Okay. So 12.
So much better.
Could I use that inspiration you gave me?
We are going to see.
Yeah, is there any bardic inspiration?
Here's the thing. There's a lasting intimidation check that already happened against this guy from his boss.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So that's what you're going up against. So we're going to see what his was.
Could I give him an inspiration to re-roll one of those? That inspiration?
Yeah, you can reuse an inspiration.
Oh, that's right. I have an inspiration.
Awesome.
do?
Actually, I've got 2 inspirations.
You do?
You get a
Yes.
inspiration allows you to reroll one, not both.
Okay. So
You can only have one inspiration at a time.
17.
And the guidance 19.
Yeah, in the guidance. So
Okay. No, that's with the guidance. So
No.
yes. Isn't it?
No.
Oh, you're right. 18. Sorry.
18.
18.
I need to check something. I'm pretty sure you're good, but I'm just double checking. Yeah, he doesn't have much. Okay, yeah, because he rolled really well too. He rolled a 15 plus 2, so
17. All right.
guidance away, baby. All right. Yeah, you can only have one inspiration at a time.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind. All right, so he's like, let me go get him, and yeah, so he
How long is he gone?
he just runs down the thing. He starts yelling.
Because I think your
You
flight
need
only
to come
lasts
now.
like
My flight lasts
A minute.
for a minute.
So you fly up next to him. So you're in a guardhouse right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could try and get to
And
the
I
other
could pick
one.
someone up and bring them over to the other side.
Ooh.
Oh, you can.
I'm light.
I mean,
Up to my carrying capacity.
I'm very, very
Yeah, so
light and
maybe
I
the
don't
half
have
lane.
much on me, so
Well, I could pick up him.
okay.
Hold on.
So you guys go up there.
Land him on the other side,
Okay.
and
What do you do to the guy who's standing in front? Because he's like, I was told not to do this.
Well,
Hey, step aside. He'll do it.
So I'm
think you-
assuming you're already low in your.
I'm gonna say,
So I'm-
well,
I'm assuming my
we can do this the easy way or we can do this the hard way.
Go ahead and give me.
Either you lower the gate or else I'm gonna bash your skull in. I'm going to intimidate him.
Okay, go ahead. Intimidate away.
There we
Charisma
go.
checks
That
going
is
on.
a.
why didn't he tell us that he could do that beforehand?
I have never seen
None
him
of
do
you have
that
ever
before.
seen it.
I'm like,
Never heard
Yeah,
of a
no,
human
is
This
flying
new?
before.
Is this new?
14.
He's like,
I
you just got to wait till the boss shows up, then I guess.
no, he's not.
Nope. Whack.
Alright.
Actually, how bad do I want to make this? Bonus action, Searing Smite, action, whack.
Okay. Okay, well,
for
we
initiative.
are now in initiative. Except that people on the ground do not roll because you're not really within initiative range.
Ooh, that's good for me.
I mean, you're within crossbow range still.
Am I 90 feet away?
You can't really see them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what is it? What'd you get?
Initiative 17.
What'd you get?
Oh, 12.
12. Alright. Alright, so it's gonna go.
But don't we get surprise?
He's getting the.
He gets his surprise attack.
I
Well,
get mine.
no, you only get surprised if you like sneak up on them. They don't know the attack is coming. He just threatened him.
Yep.
Right.
So, yeah.
Roll for
Can
initiative.
we hear this from inside?
Probably.
Because I am perfectly capable of getting inside.
How?
I can climb. I'm a spider.
You have to have. Oh,
I can
yeah,
be
you
a
can turn into a spider.
That giant spider.
He's got a climbing speed too.
I do, yes, but that would involve me crossing the water.
Okay, why don't you roll it? Who else can get in?
Yes.
Can I
my
see that
character
guy's
won't right
face?
now.
I'll say you can see his face. Because they ducked down until he came up, and then he stood up to him, so yes.
Is it possible
Cool.
for me to be able to climb?
I have one thing I want
Not
to
unless
do.
you have a natural climbing speed, or you do have the. Unless you can. You've already climbed it once.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I've been able. I
You
was
have to
Oh,
do
yeah.
the thing, but it's going to take some time.
Bonus action.
Yeah.
Searing Smite, second level.
Okay, so
Non-lethal?
So what'd you roll?
15.
Oh, what?
And I rolled a 14.
Can you Searing Smite non-lethally?
I got a 13.
I mean, if it's the
I
bludgeoning
can
damage.
get up, so I'm gonna.
All right.
Use my
So
turn.
you might as well roll then too. I guess roll. Yeah. What'd you get? What'd you get, Hidden Scratch?
Oh, for initiative?
Yeah.
I didn't roll, or was I supposed
I
to
rolled
roll?
a 14.
14.
I don't know if I would do anything. Here, I'm gonna roll your dice because mine is not doing well. And a 2. 8 initiative.
Okay. Hey.
So we could be doing
Adrian, what'd you
that.
get? Okay.
Alright, I got above a 10.
All right, Sark.
You didn't.
All right, well,
Battle is starting.
bonus action.
Yeah.
My mace goes white hot.
Yeah.
And Searing Smite is up, and I'm going to whack him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a.
You're gonna kill him.
That's 16 plus
You're gonna kill him.
6. That's a 22 to hit.
Well, you did what you said you'd do.
All right, mace.
You caved in his skull. He dead. He down. He out.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
in that case,
That's-
in that
that's
Nine
case,
fire. 8 bludgeoning.
Is he still in initiative? I mean, he took
No.
down the only guy on the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
so
there's guys around.
right,
So.
Yeah, they can.
but you go up that one, I'll go up that one, and we'll.
No, you dropped him off at the top.
Yeah, you were already
No,
up at the top.
oh, that's
In
right.
the other. Yeah.
Right. So it's
drop
open
the-
up at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, drop the
Okay.
drawbridge.
Right.
You guys can drop the drawbridge then.
Yeah,
All right.
we can drop the
Okay. So you guys pull
Not
the
long.
lever.
Yep.
Do you let it just fall, boom? or
Yep.
you like-
Oh yeah.
There's a crane.
Or no, do we crank it?
I
You're
would.
going to use your movement to drop it. Or, actually, I think there are rules about how many rounds it takes.
Well, if you're gonna bang him, I will fly over to the other side because don't we have to do both levers at this?
Yeah.
I thought that's what you did. You dropped
Yeah,
it.
well,
you
you dropped him
already
off
do
at
it.
one.
Yeah.
you're
Okay,
right,
yes,
on opposite sides.
that's what I thought
Yep.
I had done, but I
Yep.
just needed to make sure.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Oh, that's right, because dropped you off on the one side. I went and intimidated the other guy. He took
Yep.
off to go see what's his name. We're
That's
open.
what happened. And
We are
then,
I was gonna say,
lowering
oh
the
yeah,
drawbridge.
and then the smacking of the brain.
The meetings
The
will
brain.
now commence.
Well, if it says it in here, I'm not seeing it. So, yeah. So, I mean, if you guys just want to pull the switch and just kind of go and just falls, that you can do that.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Woo.
All right. So, to save us on some time, because these guys can't take you, especially because there's a bunch of guards and stuff.
Yeah. So when
You're going to overcome
But what
pretty
about
simply.
Zulkin and like Zulkin was pretty tough, wasn't he?
Sulkin and
Yes, but he gave his one thing that he was holding on to us already.
He has, yeah.
And also, what's her name
him
again?
And like
girlfriend.
a few of his buddies,
Kella.
Kella. I was gonna say between
Yeah.
Zulkin and Kella.
and they are, they are very outnumbered.
Very.
And
We
uh,
really
Because
don't
once the
appreciate
drawbridge
Should they
lowers
just
in,
surrender or something?
six scraggling guards and 20 townspeople are still going to be more than they're going to
well,
want to
and you
take
guys.
on.
I mean,
Yeah.
And
that's
us.
what it
Plus
comes down
Us
to.
alone could.
You guys alone. You just brain this thing, and he's like.
Uh,
So he comes out and he's like, he kind of like, what? And then he hits him and he's like, Jorm, I told you that if they had the villagers, that you're supposed to let them in.
I believe him.
inside check.
That's not really going to work for us
That's what he
anymore.
said, yeah. He said, ha. I said if they came back without the villagers, not to let them in. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry for the misunderstanding.
Why
Yeah.
wouldn't you let us in if we came back without the villagers?
Because I care so much about these villagers.
Oh, you are
Liar.
such a liar.
Leader is what I think you meant to
Liar.
say. So just come on in.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get
He's
up in
such
this
a liar.
guy's
I think
face.
I could play him.
Okay.
All right, Zulkin.
I presume
So
that
okay.
instrument.
Okay.
Kella. Kella. Where's Kella?
She's over.
Kella was a.
She was over one of the guardhouses, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's obvious that we've all got, the villagers are back.
your services, that's how do they say this in the business? Are
No
no longer required.
Whoa, hey, not so fast. They did help us fight against those orcs.
And we appreciate that, but the villagers are back, as well as the guards, and yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, of course. We're so happy to see them return.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Go on.
We could always use more
Bye.
hands.
You can take your men and leave now, and never come back.
Extra swords.
Ever.
Nope. No.
These guys are pretty.
Nope.
See you later. He says, "Hey." He just whistles. We're out. And they go to the stable. They grab their stuff and they take off.
Make sure you leave anything you might have found in any of the houses or.
Oh, we didn't loot the houses.
Or the
You guys are the ones
Or the
who owned all
store.
the houses.
Okay.
And
Do I
yeah,
know
they
about
exit
how?
out. You do find 2 dead guards later on. After they're gone.
Good riddance, you gits.
Yeah.
Yeah, how high up were Zulkin?
So
like,
why
his
did we
Centaur?
not
Do I
know you could do that?
Is he high ranking, low ranking?
Yeah, about that. I would
They-
appreciate
they
you
were the
not
guys that-
telling
they were the
anybody I
thugs
could do
did
that.
the dirty
What? I mean, that
So
was
they're pretty
amazing,
low
though.
on the barrel.
I mean,
No
you
one's
could
gonna
just fly,
care.
just pick me right up. That's like amazing.
Should have put an arrow in their back.
Yeah,
No.
most people, well, I didn't really want to do it, but it was the only trick I had left. And
I mean, aside from when you
quite
nuked all
frankly,
those bats.
when I take a look at a bird, recently deceased elf,
That changes
a
colors.
tiefling, a cat, a half orc, I figured that maybe you guys might be used to being treated as though you're a little different, but it's
Well, would never give you that opinion.
that ability has gotten me kicked out of more places than I would like to talk about.
You forgot a rare
So-
breed of halfling.
Isn't that just a?
I mean,
isn't that
You're
just a
sad that
cleric
you're not
thing?
counted amongst the weirdos. That's so.
I mean, compared
so
to,
great.
I mean, out of character, considering that a woman halfling that's bald, that's like, yeah, that's not normal. Usually halflings like their hair, don't they?
Okay, the ghost-wise
So
halflings
that's not a
are
normal
very
cleric
rare
thing, then?
race of
That's
halflings.
not a cleric thing.
Then again, I haven't seen that many halflings, so I can't say from experience.
Yeah, to most people, it probably just look like a bald halfling.
So
I think my
yeah,
fifth cousin 2 times removed, you could do that thing with the wings, but
I've really
Wait.
in the past it's just happened when I stressed out. I've only recently been able to actually
so that's just
control
the
it.
winged variant.
So the first time it happened, I was an orphan, and it happened when I was a kid, when some of the other kids were picking on me, and the guy running the orphanage kind of freaked out, and not only was I kicked out of the orphanage, I was kicked out of town. So
I give you a hug.
How does that work? You don't get the ability to
I'll walk
follow
up to
free.
Terry and I'll put a hand on your
am
shoulder.
level
It's like, you
Remember,
too, huh?
You've not been
People at
level
home
free
can't
for
hear
no,
you.
but this is part of my background. I wasn't able to control it. It just happened.
Yeah, Terry's just gonna walk up, put a hand on your shoulder. It's like,
Sark.
I know that feeling of being an orphan too. I mean, I never even knew my mom, pop, mom, dad.
Oddly
What's your
enough,
name's Mike?
and this is a story for another time.
Sark.
Say your own name.
I mean,
Sark?
Sark. I mean, I never knew my mom.
This is a story for another time, but I've actually spent a lot of time in Many Arrows.
Many.
Do I know what many arrows is?
I think
History.
Probably it's
history.
That's a 2.
He spent most of his time with dwarves.
Yeah, I spent most of my time with dwarves.
He
so
hasn't
I
spent a
have no
whole lot of
idea.
time with
okay.
dwarves.
We'll have to talk about Many Arrows. It's an actual city filled with civilized orcs.
Wait, that's a thing? Civilized orcs? I don't believe it.
Really?
Far more civilized than some of the company I've kept.
Oh, like who?
You wouldn't really want me to mention a name, would you? But again, that's a story for another time.
Story for now.
Alice is mine.
All right. So the families start moving to their homes. They start the slow process of kind of
Collecting the
figuring
dead.
out what to do. Yep. Collecting the dead.
I would have
and
assisted
putting them to
Mark, yeah.
rest.
Did Kella leave with them? With
Oh,
the
yeah.
other?
No, they all took off pretty hastily.
Did Alara leave with them?
Or was Alara? Alara was with us.
No, Laura stays.
So once the wolf has been exposed, she is no longer under his spell.
She was happy. Like I mean, at this point, she's just happy the villagers are back, and her head's on other things. So yeah, she's she's distracted enough. In the crisis, he seemed like a good leader. In a crisis, he actually isn't a bad leader. But yeah, now that the crises are over, she doesn't really care. So, and he doesn't. He's not. He stopped trying to woo her, which any woman will take us at any point. So, not any woman, most women. Morak, Urgrey. I need to be sure.
Morak.
Be careful, but didn't insult any women. If you're spurned by a guy you like, though, that burns, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's a normal thing. I'm not being unkind. Okay, good. Morak kind of starts. Everyone kind of looks to him for natural leadership now that there's really no one else around, and he goes around and kind of starts making some plans on where they're going to get food next, and actually fairly quickly into it.
Oh, speaking of food,
Yeah.
Morak. I have. There was a goblin that was looting your pantry. Here's some saffron.
Buggers.
Here's some other stuff.
Where are you keeping all of this?
Well, the saffron was in a very small jar, and the other stuff was in a what was
In
it?
a knapsack.
Cloves.
Yeah, a bunch of them was like a knapsack.
The cloves was, but the silver jug, my cat friend has
Ooh, silver jug. What?
with a dent in it.
He's welcome to keep it. I mean, I don't.
It's worth 25 gold
We don't
pieces,
really have.
20.
according to the DM.
Yeah, we don't really have much to give in the way of reward. I mean, so I'm happy to let you keep that as a small penance for what you've done. I mean, if you guys come back at any point, I'm sure we'd be. I mean, you're always welcome to stay at my inn for free. Right? You'll drink for free anytime you're here. So
We'd be honored if we could.
yeah, like he says, but there is we've lost quite a few, and word needs to start being sent out. I already have. He mentions one of the farmers has already volunteered to head out to the nearest settlement to see if they can offer us any kind of aid or support in the midst of that. But there's a few. If you guys would be willing to just do one more thing, there's some families that need to be reported on that they've lost some loved ones that live out of town, and it should be really great if you could head their way. Your choice. He mentions a few people. His friend and neighbor Samael Samael Southwell was killed in the giant attack. She has a brother that is the sheriff in Bryn Shander, and she's wondering if you guys could travel. Now it's a bit of a ways. Because Bryn Shander is going to be quite a journey, because it's up in Icewind Dale.
Near Icewind Dale?
Yeah, near Icewind Dale. It's about it's going to take you a while to get there. He also mentions he sees that you have a cat following you around.
Is that there's a horse with a cat following it around?
Okay,
Well,
there's
there's
a horse.
There's the Tressum.
Yeah, the Tressum. He says that they had a son who lives in Goldenfield, and if you'd be willing, it'd be really great if you could deliver that Trestlum to him, because it was kind of a part of the family. So he is in Goldenfields. Okay, Goldenfields isn't very far.
Yeah.
As far. And then he also mentions that Darthag, the guy who owns the Lion Shield coaster, his ex-wife runs a similar trading post in Tribor. And
what was his name again?
His name is Darthag Olgar. And they're in Tribor. Tribor isn't as far as Bryn Shander, but definitely is further away than the Golden Fields. So he says, I don't expect you guys to do all three. If you pick one, I'll try to find another way to reach the others. Would you be interested in letting some of the family know what's happened here and spreading the word? I mean, word needs to get out that these giants attacked us for apparently no reason.
I think we can do that, but I also think that we should go back to that cave at some point.
I agree.
Yeah, let's it's getting late in the day now, so why don't we
rest for
think
the
on
night.
it overnight? We'll go back to the caves. We'll
Scrounge
around, make sure that no one got left behind, and
goblins are
the
taken
goblins
care of.
are not going to be bothering you guys, and then we'll discuss what to do next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that is where we're going to take off tonight, folks. Yeah, so we got some decisions to make on what we're going to do next. I can, if you guys didn't get all that, we can go over that again later. But I want to thank you guys for joining us on Twitch. What was the cat's name again? What did we get it? It was,
Man, you just...
I know, I'm sorry.
We had to cut it off while we were.
Maisie.
Maisie. So shout out to Maisie, the kitty who
cat.
likes to watch our stream.
And apparently, when you mentioned its name on stream, it just kind of turned and was all confused. Like,
Nice.
why is it saying my
Hi,
name?
Maisie. Hi, Maisie.
Also, hi, Emily.
Hi, Emily.
Emily. Emily's Maisie's mom. So, anyways, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're enjoying this. They got next kind of turn of adventure. We have before that, though, it sounds like we're going to have a little bit more adventuring in the Dripping Caves. And so we'll join us again next week here at D6 Games for our next 7th round of D6 stories. Again, are we at the point where they can subscribe yet?
Not yet. We'll have to hit affiliate before
Well,
we
you
do
can
that.
still
Follow us.
follow us. It's a heart, right? Click
Yep.
the little heart. Yeah, click that little heart and follow us. That helps. And again, big shout out to
Panda Assassin and High-Rolled coming in. Some of my buddies I play Blood Bowl with, and also with some of the other D&D community streams and Twitch communities I hang out with. Thanks again for coming out, guys.
Yeah, thanks for hosting us. And man, hope you enjoyed it. We had some good laughs tonight. We had some fun character development, and we learned some interesting things about a few more of our characters. One big revelation.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You can, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you can still say you're human, but
They know otherwise.
we all know better.
We
now.
all know you're an
No,
Asimar.
otherwise.
We all know better now. Oh yeah, and the I will say during the funeral service, the priest of Lathandar asks the angel to come and speak.
Actually, before the funeral service, because I heard him say, "I knew you were an angel."
Yeah.
I would kindly ask him not to mention what I am to anyone ever.
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 You know
Why?
that
Anyways, we'll continue that later. All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.